The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group. Hers Incorporated. Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. And Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
And good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the weekend and welcome to another night of Paola Sports Live and Paola Panther basketball here as the Panthers make the trip north about 45 minutes up to DeSoto to take on the Wildcats. We have a boys and girls basketball doubleheader tonight as the girls will go first, boys to follow. We'll break down both matchups here as we kick off the Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show. Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, where they are committed to providing quality health care to families in Miami County, a comprehensive approach to oral care. Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. Learn more at ironhorsedental.com or drlaurasortho.com. You see the girls warming up right there, hoping to duplicate a performance from Tuesday night at Chanute. Almost 100% duplicate that performance. The only difference would be a different outcome. Because I'm telling you what, the ladies put together probably their best performance of the season on Tuesday night against a really good Chanute team that had only lost 2 games of the season. Lady Panthers coming in at 4-7 on the year, coming off that 48-44 loss to the Chanute Blue Comets. Led in the victory by Kate Ediger with 16 points, including 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 9 points from Emerson Smith, and they were all 9 huge. 3 big 3-point buckets, 1 in the first half, 2 in the third quarter, and they were all crucial. 8 points from Dakaya Yates as well. 4 points from Anna Phillips, 3 from Maddie Pitzer, and 2 from Maggie Kauk as they finished the ball game again, 48-44, falling in that one. But man, what a game. Led back and forth in the first quarter, led at the end of one quarter, in fact. Did lose that lead early in the second quarter. They would never get the lead back, but they would trail by as many as 11 in the third quarter of that ball game. They come storm back. They trailed by 3 at the end of 3, 37-34. Got it within 2, got it tied at 42 apiece. Late in the fourth quarter, just couldn't quite overcome it and couldn't get the lead. I think if they had, they probably would have won that game. But when you get down the stretch, you got to grab the lead. They couldn't, and they ended up falling to Chanute 48-44. Lady Panthers, despite playing some of the best basketball of the season right now, have lost 3 out of the last 4. And they have also lost 7 of the last 9. So have struggled a little bit at times, but they've been in some ball games, and I just felt like Tuesday night was a breakthrough for them. I probably got to be a broken record there down the stretch of that game where it sounded like, man, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been seeing. This is kind of where some of the frustration perhaps comes from when you see them play a team like Sabetha and give up 28 turnovers or whatever, and you think, man, if they played like they did on Tuesday, they would have beat that team. They probably could have beat Labette County even, but obviously they were a little shorthanded in that ball game. But certainly the game we've been waiting for, and hopefully if they put it together tonight, they'll have a chance against the DeSoto Lady Wildcats, who come in at 5-5. Not a ton of common opponents between these two teams, but they have lost 3 out of their last 4 ball games. Their last win coming against Tonganoxie, 38-27. One common theme is pretty low-scoring affairs, so expect a defensive battle that may not bode well for the Panthers as they have struggled with those turnovers. Hopefully they can get that squared away like they did the other night and put together a similar performance and get out here with a win here against DeSoto. We do have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. We'll talk more about that, and we'll get you set for this one as the Panthers take on the Wildcats tonight here on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Talk about the boys when we return on the Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show here on Paola Sports Live.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-24.
It does occasionally happen. Great breakdown of the boys' game. I promise we'll do it again here during the night. But with time now for our starting lineups brought to you by Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill, your area Bobcat mower dealer. Just heard from them. Start next mowing season with a great Bobcat mower or take your mower in for a full tune-up. Working on all types of small engines, Hers has you covered when it comes to hydraulic hoses and cylinder repair. To learn more, go to hersinc.net or call 913-247-3530. First up for the Lady Wildcats, it'll be number 3, Matt Carson, a sophomore guard. Number 11, Katie Waite, a 5'7" senior guard. Number 21, Haley Henderson, a 5'7" senior guard. Number 23, Sadie Carver, a junior guard. And number 33, Caitlin Osternick, a 5'11" senior forward. For the Panthers to be Dakaya Yates, 5'10" junior, averaging 8 points per ball game. Number 13, Maggie Kalk, 5'9" sophomore, averaging 4 points a game. Just gives them a great boost and a lot of energy. Number 15, Kate Ediger, leading scorer on this team, coming off a 16-point performance on Tuesday night, 5'8" junior. Number 25, Ava Kale, a 5'10" sophomore. And number 32, Morgan Clark, a 5'11" senior, averaging 4.2 points per ball game. Panthers are coached by Jamie Butler, and the Wildcats are coached by Ryan Robbie. If you watched the other night, I rolled out a new program that we have here. Had some technical issues with that first time, and it's a brand new product, brand new company, Easy Relic. If you see a highlight, see a play you want to see again, you can text PHS to 816-406-0051. Again, you can find that information at paolasportslive.com/EZ, the letters EZ, to find out more information on it. But it's no cost to you. If you see something you want to see again, just text PHS to 816-406-0051, and you'll get a copy of the last 90 seconds of our broadcast and see that highlight that was so important. Panthers going to have the ball to begin things. Ava Kale kind of got tangled up on the top by Katie Waite, who had a hold of the basketball. When it came out of her hand, it wasn't in a very good spot. And errant throw over for Kalk, out of bounds. Early turnover here by the Panthers. Waite will control the point, working against Maggie Kalk. Back over to Carver. Carver to the left wing. They give it up for Carson. Matt Carson at the elbow. Kick on the right wing. Good defense so far here from the Panthers. I mentioned it ad nauseum the other night of how important it is for them to get a good start. And there's an early steal by Morgan Clark. Good headsy play there to kind of peek in behind. She had the opportunity, nobody in her immediate area, to kind of sneak a peek. Now here's Ediger on the right corner. Back around for Yates. Yates a pull up. 16-footer on the way, no good. And a long rebound out of bounds. It'll go back to the Wildcats. A couple of open frames for each team offensively here. 55 seconds into the first quarter of this one. Good lift, look down inside for Waite. Good defense by Kalk. Kind of lost her footing, though. Overplayed it maybe just a little bit, and Waite was able to get around her and get a bucket. And so DeSoto will take an early 2-0 lead. They'll put some pressure on them, and this has been a Achilles heel for the Panthers all season long. They did have a little bit of pressure from Chanute, and there's a foul. And for the guy, you got to be aggressive on that. Make them foul you on the edge like that. If they're going to get up and play tight defense, be aggressive, go right at them, and get them in early foul trouble. Very nice play there. Good job breaking the press for Paola. Yates trying to shake and bake on Waite. She's going to have her hands full there. Kale needs a little help. She'll kick it to Calc. Pump fake, Calc, kick back outside Clark. Boy, a pump fake can go a long ways. That's another thing you can tell these girls have been coached up about a little bit. And there's a runner in the lane, rattles around, up and good. Morgan Clark, what a take there by Morgan. The other thing I mentioned a ton the other night against Chanute was the confidence and how important it is for a good start. But when they do have that success, this team is completely different when these guys play with confidence. And you can see it in the ball handling, you can see it in their passing, and then you can definitely see it on this end of the floor on defense. There's a steal by Ediger. Ediger, stride for stride up the floor. She'll push up. She can go left. She does. This one doesn't go. Good transition D there by Haley Henderson. And a missed opportunity there for Paola. 2-2. Wait, working against Calc. Calc's going to have to be not quite as aggressive defensively. Wait, shake and bake. There she is in the right spot in the right time. Yates had a good rebound, but Waite's there to get it and put it up and good. Waite's got all four of their points, 4-2. There's the pressure applied again in the backcourt. 1-2-2 zone press. Kale, get it to Yates. Now you got to go. Kai's got to go. She'll get into the paint. Little run with the right hand. Get contact. No bucket, but she will go to the free throw line to shoot too. And she's a good one from the charity stripe. 85%. 85.7% free throw shooter on the season. And she'll be at the free throw line here for this one. First one's good. Yates with a chance to tie it up here. 5:11 to go here, first quarter. Early going of tonight's action. Boys and girls basketball doubleheader tonight on Paola Sports Live. Made them both. Here's Waite. Shakes off Calc, but gets rid of the ball. Off to the right side for Carson. Back around they go. Dump off inside, trying to work it for Osternick. Her shot's no good. Rebound by Kale. Kale's not afraid to go up and grab some rebounds. She's had a couple of double-digit rebound nights, including a double-double one night this year. Ediger's got to catch and go. She'll get some contact. It's illegal. Yeah, you can't hit somebody. You can't knock them off their trajectory. At the college level, they will call that every time. That's a difference than high school. They don't always do that, but man, that's trying to do what you're supposed to do, draw contact, and don't get benefit of it. Going the other way is Wait, good dish, but she mishandled it and out of bounds it goes. It was a good look though for Macy Carver, who just checked into the last dead whistle. And the first substitute of the ball game for DeSoto. Panthers yet to sub. Nearly midway the point of this first quarter. Long pass to Yates. Kai going to get out of there, and she threw it away. That's a pressure throw. Coach is saying don't just pick up your dribble and throw. If you're planning on passing, set your feet, make a decision, be ready to go, but be under control when you do it. That way the pass gets where you want it to go. Wait, Carver baseline, working against Clark, dish it. Now here's a three on the way, off the heel, no good. Rebound by Osternick, and she'll take it all the way in. Layup with the right hand off the left side is good by Caitlin Osternick. Ostronic, that's how they're pronouncing it. There's this pressure. Ediger going to break it. You can't do that. That's twice. Yeah, you can't do that. That's a blocking foul. That's pretty much textbook. If you read that in a manual, that's what it would look like. If you said, hey, can I get some video of what this looks like? It's that right there. Panthers going to have to play through a little bit of adversity here early on in this one. Down by 2, though. They've played pretty good defense, and they've gotten past the press for the most part. A few mistakes. Wait, top of the key. Trying to jump it. Very aggressive by Ediger. Ostronic can't get it. There's Takaya Yates with a defensive play there. Outlet, and here they go. Kale, push up in front for Ediger. And Kate's going to track down that one. Didn't catch it cleanly, but survives. Now they will call foul. And good thing about Ediger, she's not going to shy away from the contact. If they're not going to call it, she'll just keep trying to get it. And finally does get the benefit of that one. In comes Emerson Smith. Out goes Morgan Clark for the Panthers. Again, Emerson coming off a 9-point performance on Tuesday, all from behind the arc and all crucial to their opportunity to try to get back in that ball game, and they did. Smith with it. They switch off. Actually, they don't switch off. Yates is open for a moment. Trying to go down inside. Hediger, right place, right time. Dribbled it instead. Now she's going to be, they're going to call jump ball. .309 to go here in the first quarter of this one. Panthers keeping pace with DeSoto. Move off top of the key for Addison Tower. Coming off the bench, dump off inside for Ostronic. She'll go up, and this time she's going to be fouled. She comes down very hard. Tough kid jumps right back up, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot too. Ostronic 5'11", good size for DeSoto. Cal picks up her first personal, team foul number 1 on the Panthers. And Ostronic at the free throw line to shoot too. Off the back iron, no good. Here's a second from Ostronic. That one's good. 3-point lead, the largest of the ball game for either team. Actually, the Panthers have yet to lead. Smith going to break it. Careful picking that dribble up in that corner. Off left side for Ediger. She'll finally get past him. She'll go up. She'll be fouled. Oh, Kate hit her back of her head on that one. And that's the biggest scare to me in basketball is that head hitting that turf. Luckily, she kind of went back on her ponytail. I think that ponytail might have helped a little bit. And she gets the official to come check on her, and he says, she nods and says, okay. So she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Very good free throw percentage as well, 82% for Ediger. And she'll knock down the first one. She was 4 for 4 the other night. Her first point of the ball game comes there on that free throw. Clark coming back in after a short break. She'll spell Ava Kale. Here's the second one from Ediger. Catch off the front side iron, no good. Rebound by Cal, but she can't hold on to it going out of bounds. And the visitors from Miami County starting to get a little restless with the striped people already here to my left. Rightfully so, I think. Top of the key, Ostronic for three. Point blank, no good. Rebound pulled out there by Ediger. She clears some room, and she gets called for the foul. And they're going to discuss possible, I think, more egregious foul here. They're going to get it on Ediger, and that's just frustration from not getting calls whenever they're grabbing a hold of her. Coach Butler probably smartly pulls Kate out of the ballgame just for a moment, let her lower her temperature perhaps a little bit, but she's completely justified. Out left side, shot no good, rebound to be determined. Panthers got to get some of these 50-50 balls to go their way. So far not. Wait will get on it. It'll be a possession arrow in favor of the Panthers. And this number 11, Katie Waite, I saw her playing. I was over here running camera for our Spring Hill channel last year, and she does not look necessarily like a super basketball player, but man, she is very good. She is tough, and she is everywhere on the floor. Just a phenomenal athlete. And we will say her name 1,000 times a day probably for DeSoto. Smith with it on the right wing. She'll do it herself. Baseline, kick it for Anna Phillips. Anna on the corner. Back around for Pitzer. Here's Clark from the free throw line. Off the back iron, no good. Ball knocked around. Going to be chased, tracked down, and it is. Panthers get into the crack at it. In this situation, you slow down. Use the opportunity wisely. Instead, force it. And now a foul. And Morgan Clark gets called for a foul. And it'll go back to DeSoto here with 1:39 to play in the first quarter. 7-5 your score. Panthers right there with them. In this one. Right corner. Carson. Give it up for Tower. Tower dish for Carver. Carver trapped by Smith. Smith with the steal. Emerson Smith comes away with it. What a Big-time play there by Emerson Smith. She has had some great minutes coming off the bench. The bench in general for the Panthers have been fantastic. Right back to it. Good dish. Smith off the glass. In good from Dakaya Yates. And she ties them up at 7 apiece. Starts on the defensive end of the floor right now for the Panthers. They have done, for the most part, what they've needed to do down here. DeSoto's missed some opportunities. They'll just pull it out and hold. Ostronic working against Clark. Carver now knocked around. Emerson Smith goes out of bounds. That ball is like it needs to be degreased or something. It's bouncing all over the place. Now player's shaken up, and that's Anna Phillips. She grasped her lower leg. So Anna will deal with that. She's in quite a bit of pain over on that far side. Luckily, DeSoto's got some athletic trainers here in the building. And so a timeout on the floor. That last little possession was pretty good with the play by Yates. The defensive effort also by Emerson Smith. And if you see something, again, I'll remind you, if there's something you like, if you want to capture that last 90 seconds, you can text PHS to 816-406-0051. Partnership with Easy Relic. You can learn more about that product at PaolaSportsLive.com/EZ. Get that number, know that code to text. You just shoot that text off to that phone number, and they'll send you back a link with a link to that video clip. You can share it right to your social media with your friends and family. Tell them how cool your kids are. So they're going to hold for the final shot here of this first quarter. Panthers hanging right with them. Wait, hold it way out high, working against Yates. The guy is the best player from the teams we've seen, and she did a nice job the other night against a really good player from Chanute. And tonight she's done a pretty good job as well. There's the stop on defense. Not going to get really a good look at one here to start or to end this first quarter, but all in all, I'd say a good start to this one for the Panthers. After one, we're all knotted up at 7. We're back in 30. You're watching Panther Basketball on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. It just works.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Here we go into the second quarter of this one. The Paola Panthers, DeSoto Wildcats all knotted up here in a girls contest. Boys to follow this evening. Osternick with it on the right wing, working against Ava Kale. Looking to drive off the left side. Here's Waite for three on the way. No good. Funny bounce. Luckily, Kate Ediger's there, and she's clearing space once again, and she gets called for another elbow. That might be her last opportunity of the night. Luckily, goes against DeSoto like it should. And it will be called against 33 Osternick, her first. Ostronic, her first, team fifth. Break that press like it was butter. Skip it over to Ediger. She'll drive it off the left side, try to get some contact. Doesn't get it. have to have some confidence when she goes to that baseline. She needs to just go on up. Don't worry about the contact as much. It'll come probably. Waite dribbles off her leg. Now she loses it. Loose ball to be gathered up by her. Double dribble on that, by the way. She lost it off herself. She didn't lose it because somebody tipped it. Back over to Ostronic. Working against Gale. Man-to-man. Panthers go with it and stick with it a lot of the times. There's a good switch, though. Got to switch back. Tish. And they finally do call the foul inside. We'll see who they get. Maybe Maggie Kalk. She kept those hands up like, hey, I was doing what I was supposed to do. No, it's not against her. It's against Kale. And Kale will pick up, I believe, just her first personal foul. It's team foul number 4 on the Panthers. And it does send Sadie Carver to the free throw line, the junior, to shoot 2. First one's no good. Here's the second one from Carver. Missed them both. Rebound by Kale. Yates trying to shake off Waite, and she does. The guy, finally they call the contact on the far side. Foul's going to be called on Addison Tower, the freshman, her first. Team foul number, actually it's her second, team foul number 6. Some help. Here's Clark coming out to provide that to Kale. Ava dish to Yates. Yates long 2 on the way. No good. Crashing in there was Ediger. Probably a lot of contact, but no foul there. Over to Tower. Now she'll give way to Waite, and Waite will bring it to the floor. Ediger working against Sadie Carver. Carver blows past her shot. No good. Boy, DeSoto's getting the shots and getting pretty good ones. They're just not going for them. Panthers need to take advantage of that. Reaching in. This is probably going to get out of hand. Here's a 3 from Yates. Nothing but the bottom of the net on the triple by Takaya Yates. She's got 7 points already for the Panthers. And their first lead of the ball game here comes in the first bucket of the second quarter. Timeout called. Blood, I believe, is what the issue is perhaps for Yates. If that is the case, then it's probably all you need to know about the first 8:20 of this first half. Off left side for Carver. Over to Waite. Hand off for Carson. Carson to Carver. The free throw line. Dish, left wing. Looking to drive is Henderson. No, she swings it. Skip pass far side for Waite. No, kind of reset it here. That Panther defense is getting tough. Kalk trying to jump it. Kick. Step back. 3 on the way from Carson. No good. Rebound to be determined. Loose ball. Panthers going to have to get some of those. Ostronic comes out with it. Back over looking to go baseline now is Carson. Kick. Free throw line just inside of it. Left short. Panthers need to get back on offense. You can't do that. This is a team in DeSoto who's they've gotten away with it, so they're doing it, and I don't blame them. I mean, that's what, if the game's played that way and it's being called that way, then do it. It does appear that this crew's starting to tighten it down just a little bit. They did let them get away with maybe the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, and so they're doing it because they can, and I don't blame them one bit for that. It's only a foul if it's called. That right, kid? Know what I tell you? If Corinne comes home, Q comes home with less than 3 fouls that she's committed, I'm disappointed. Maggie Kalk at the free throw line. Knocks it down. Not her forte. I don't want you to foul out. I just want you to get 4 fouls every time. Just means you're trying hard. Kalk, the rare catch the heel and drop. The Panthers on a nice little tear here. In fact, this is now an 8-0 run by Paola. They trail by their largest deficit by 3, 7-4. And since that point, they have outscored them 8-0. Dump off inside. Ostronic. Shot no good. Rebound by Pitzer. And Pitzer going to push it up the floor. The Panthers with a chance to add to this run. Off left side for Ediger. Dump off. Yates. Takaya. Turnaround jumper on the way. Missed it. Rebound by Kalk. Always in the right spot. And good headsy play. Yates this time trying to make a pay. Can't. And that's a walk. And the Panthers will get it back. Maggie Kalk going to save that ball from going out of bounds. Able to turn, look, and find an open to Kaya Yates. Yates had a good look at one, just didn't go. And we'll keep it. Kalk inbound to Yates. She's got to fight to keep that one alive. Dish it, Ediger. There's a Wildcats all over her. Tons of help on Kate Ediger when they get a chance to. Ostronic will have her on the corner. She'll drive, trying to get. She's going to rotate like that and got to go. Good play by Yates, gets it to go, and the bucket. Man, she has to fight through that one to get there, and that's a 10-0 run by the Panthers. A 10-0 run. After being down 7-4, they come storming back. They lead by 7. They've doubled them up here with 4:11 to play in this first half, and boy, they're doing it on both ends of the floor right now. And again, I'm talking about our new partnership with Easy Relic. If you've seen something you like tonight here, I encourage you to go to text PHS to 816-406-0051. We've launched this across our whole network, so Lewisburg Sports Live, Spring Hill Sports Live, Tonganoxie Sports Live, and of course Paola Sports Live is our 4 channels up here in this area. And we've got a little competition going with those guys to see who can get the most highlights collected. Now, obviously, they've got to have good games, got to have reasons to get highlights, but if you see something you like, you see a big play, you see the last 10-0 run by the Panthers, I encourage you to take advantage of that. Keep those keepsakes, those memories of this broadcast. It'll always be on our site, but you can have them text right to your phone. Again, PHS to 816-406-0051. DeSoto with it, trying to snap a 10-0 run here by the Panthers. Defense has been just phenomenal. Kalk trying to fight through that press. Kate Ediger's there. Talk about that defense. 5, there it is. Maggie Kalk in the right spot at the right time. And now Maddie Pitzer going to push it up the floor. This good defense has not allowed DeSoto to set up in a press in a while as well. Over to Pitzer. At the elbow for Yates. Takaya starting to really get some confidence. Ball knocked out of bounds. Knocked off her feet as well while she's trying to shoot a basketball, which is difficult, admittedly. It'll be out of bounds off DeSoto. It'll stay with the Panthers here with 3:44 to go first half in the lead. 7 points. Middle of a 10-0 run. Ediger to the free throw line. Yates, fadeaway on the way. Ooh, just missed it. Pitzer's there. The rebound and the put back by Maddie Pitzer. Her first bucket of the ball game's another big one, and it's a 12-0 run. DeSoto yet to score in this quarter. Looking to drive his weight. Maybe that'll help him now. No, they're not going to get one this time. Maggie Kalk with the rebound. Oh, this is starting to get out of hand. I'm not sure what they saw there. She was down to one knee, but she never got up off that knee. And I'm not sure about the dribble either. Tough break there for the Panthers. Now a shot up, no good, and it'll go out of bounds. It does go out of bounds off of. I'm a superstitious fellow sometimes. My theory is always if it goes against you, the next play, then that foul or that call wasn't correct. I don't know if that's a good way to live, but off to the right side for Ediger. She'll go baseline. Back to Yates. Yates for 3. Shot no good. And tracked down by Emerson Smith. Now the Panthers are getting every 50-50 ball. And they've got some calls to go their way. They've got some to not go their way, but overcoming those, and now they're still in the midst of now a 12-0 run. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Butler. She wants to talk about it. We'll take it with her. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live.
Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Back out here to DeSoto High School, BJ Harris, Q Harris running camera for us here, 16-7 your score. Panthers in the midst of a 12-0 run. DeSoto yet to score in this quarter. And the Panthers with the basketballs will come out of the timeout here. Under 3 to play in the first half. Do have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. Should be pretty competitive. Calc throws it way deep. She'll have to help Pitzer out to get it back to her. Soto selling out defensively, doubling the ball basically everywhere it goes. Yates just going to force one up. Shot no good. And rebound pulled out of there by DeSoto. Chance for them to get their first points of the second quarter. Off left side for Wade. She'll scoop it, looking to attack. Loose ball. Kate Ediger all over it. Loose ball. Now the Panthers have decided, hey, they're going to let us play like that. Let's play like that. And they're getting away with it as well. And so it's going to be a physical game. It's just going to be one of those types of ball games. And so play that way. Win in Rome situation. And Ediger does, boy, she could relish those opportunities defensively. It's not as much fun on the offensive end. Catch it. Ediger, shot up, catches the front iron, good. Ediger's first field goal, that's the best part. The Panthers' leading scorers gets her first bucket, her first field goal of the ball game, and they're still ahead here in a big way now on a 14-0 run that extends back to the first quarter. Wait, trying to stop it, she does. And that stops that run here with 1:44, and that's their first bucket of the second quarter as well. Wade has 6 of their 9 points. Dump off for Ediger. She clears some space in the paint. She's going to take this one up, forces it. Shot no good, but she is fouled. And Ediger will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul's going to be called against Ostronic. Her second, team foul number 8. And DeSoto's racked up 18 fouls. And that's with what's been a fairly loosely called contest. So imagine if they were calling it tight, they'd be in probably a situation. It's not the case. And Ediger 4 for 4 now on the night from the charity stripe. 11-point lead. Panthers have led by as many as 12. Nope, this actually is their largest lead at 11. Matching it. Here's a shot up by Ostronic. The big forward knocks down a triple. Panthers need to finish strong here in this quarter. It's a low-scoring game, so 8 points is not much. Here's Yates, Takaya pulling the trigger. Under a minute now to play here in this first half. Off left side for Carver. She'll go to the corner and a walk. Going to be called against the youngster, Addison Tower. And it will go back to the Panthers. They're going to set up that press now, 1-2-2. Panthers have handled it fairly well in the first half of this one so far. It's the first opportunity they've really had to set it up. Emerson Smith trying to dribble out of it. That's usually tough to do. They do break it. Here's Ediger on the right side. She'll pull a 12-footer on the way. Good! Kate Ediger, and she hits the floor after the fact. Ediger has 8 points. The Panthers lead by 10. 24 seconds to play here in the first half. Wade off the right wing. Tower from deep. Missed it. Rebound pulled out of there by Pitzer, and a smart move by Ostronic not to pick up her third foul. It was close. Panthers will have a chance at one here with 6 seconds. Over to Yates. Yates pulls the trigger on a three. No good. Rebound Pitzer. She'll put it right back up. It's good. Maddie Pitzer puts it back, and what a half of basketball. I talked about Tuesday night and how big that was for how well they played. It is obvious that confidence is carried over. I talked about in that game how important it is for you to play so well that you don't have to start from zero and the next time out. And then that starts to build on a season. That's what we're seeing here tonight. The success, despite the fact of a 4-point loss at Chanute, that confidence carried into tonight, and it has pushed them through a very good first half of basketball here so far in DeSoto. 24-12 is your score. The Panthers lead it by 12. That's the largest lead of the ball game. We'll talk about it when we return in 2 minutes here on the halftime show. Panthers in control of this one when we return here on Paola Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done.
Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Back out here at DeSoto High School, BJ Harris along with you. We're halftime of this girls matchup. The Lady Panthers right now in control of this one, 24-12, as you see there on your screen. Also see the fellas getting warmed up for their contest against the 9-2 DeSoto Wildcats. Panthers coming in at 7-4 on the season. First, let's talk about this girls game and the way that we've gotten to where we are right now, and a good one so far for Paola. They started off this game in the hole. Not a big one, though. They were down 2-0, tied 2-2, tied 4-4. Fell by down as many as 3, 7-4. At that point, they started what would eventually be a 14-0 run and grew that lead all the way out to 18-7. They finished the first quarter all tied up at 7 apiece. They scored the first bucket. DeSoto did not score in that second quarter until the minute 44 mark of the second quarter. That snapped that 14-0 run. And the Panthers matched them down the stretch as well to grow the lead to its largest margin now, which is 12. They've matched that margin a couple of times, and right now they have that 24-12 here at the break. Take a look at their halftime numbers. First up for the Wildcats, not too tough here. 6 points from Caitlin Ostronic and 6 points from Katie White, and that is it. They left some points out there as well, but went 1 and 3 from the free throw line in that first half. For Paola, leading them right now at the break, a pair of girls, 7 points from Kate Ediger on 3 of 4 free throw shooting from the charity stripe. And Dakaya Yates with 7 points. She's got 2 for 2 from the line. She knocked out a 2-point field goal and a 3-point field goal to get to that 7-point total. 4 points from Maddie Pitzer, including the one at the buzzer. 2 points from Maggie Kalk, all from the charity stripe, and 2 points from Morgan Clark early in that first quarter. Panthers outscored DeSoto 15-5 in the second to be sitting here with this lead of 24-12. That's a look at the girls' contest. We'll preview the boys when we return here at halftime. Panthers lead it by 12 on the Paola Sports Line.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Once again, back out here at DeSoto High School, BJ Harris, Corinne Harris, as we are at the break in this one. Do have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. The Panther boys, they haven't been in action for 6 nights. It's pretty good after they were in 3 out of 4 nights, or 3 out of 5 nights during tournament week. Felt last time out to Rock Creek in the championship of the Burlington Invitational, 44-53. Led in that loss by Trey Moala with 13 points. Brock Bitzer with a season-high 10. Bo Robinson limited to just 7 points and 3 rebounds. He's going to have a huge game tonight. So will Moala on the boards against a long and athletic DeSoto team. Panthers were out-rebounded in that game against Rock Creek 17-26. So that's certainly going to be a point of emphasis, I'm sure, for Coach Cash and the Panthers. DeSoto 9-2 on the year. You're going to mention a few of their guys, but the one we'll see how he matches up and how they can handle him. I can tell you the MO probably is going to be to bang on Nathan Barnhart a little bit. 7 foot tall senior, and 145 maybe, 155. I mean, he's not very big, and he's super tall, but not real big and not real thick. So hopefully they can maybe bang in there a little bit. Whereas Moala and Robinson both have a little bit of size in there, and I'd say put Fletcher Audi on him, see what happens. But it is going to be a tough effort. Jackson Miller also for them, Connor Fitzsimmons, Hayden Henderson, some of the usual suspects for them. And we will see what happens tonight when the Panthers take on the Wildcats. Our focus right now, though, on the ladies, as they do have the advantage, going to have to continue to have a really good second half, just like they did in the first half, and get out with a good win over a pretty good quality opponent, certainly a much bigger school, DeSoto. probably a few thousand more students in the district, and probably a few hundred more in the high school. And so, not that usually matters. Basketball is not that big of a deal. Oftentimes football. DeSoto, a longtime Frontier League opponent of Paola, as they continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. Eventually, I believe they will be, I think they're 5A now. They may be 6A, and they will certainly be 6A before too long. Right here off K10. Panthers will have the basketball as we get ready to get started in this second half, as they move from left to right this time. And rocky music in the background's got me all fired up. Calc with it on the right wing. We're back underway here in the second half. Maggie have to dribble out of pressure. Low pass. Ava Kale can't handle. Loose ball. Weight comes out of their bodies, hit the floor everywhere, though. I've said that multiple times. I said it the other night. The Panthers' struggles was not due to a lack of effort. And Maggie Calc stroked by Osternick. It was a clean screen also by her. Calc, where's she at? The other end, getting it. She got destroyed and was there to get the rebound. That's the kind of player you're dealing with Maggie Calc. Good steal, though, by DeSoto. Layup with the left hand up and good. On the steal and the flush by Sadie Carver. And DeSoto strikes first here in this second half. Kind of bunched in that press, and Panthers coughed it up last time. They will get across now this time. Ediger could catch on the right wing. Should go baseline on Ostronic. Little run up with the right hand, no good. And Kate can't buy a foul. Off left side. Skip it over the left wing now. Wrap around inside for Ostronic, working against Kale. Kick. Three on the way, no good. Rebound, though, by Waite. Her putback is up, no good as well. They've missed so many opportunities and just threw it away there, did Carver. I think she was trying to throw it off the legs of the Panthers, and it just kind of stayed there. Off right side for Ediger. Back around for Yates. Both players with 7 points at the halftime lead to lead all scorers. Morgan Clark will shuffle the feet. And a turnover. Wait, going to bring it to the floor for DeSoto, moving from right to left. Will help. They missed the switch. Wraparound, no good. Help by Ava Kale. Shot up, rolls, no. Rebound pulled out of there by the Panthers. They've done a nice job of the boards tonight as well. I would not be surprised if they, lead by a good margin in the rebounding category. Missed opportunity there for the Panthers. Here comes Waite up the near side. Stride for stride with Maggie Calc. Find a couple athletes going at one another. Right there's a good look. A couple of them. Scoop off now, looking to drive here is Carson. Carson. No, they call a foul. Ava Kale, it just didn't look clean. I think she was set, but she kind of went down awkward, and I don't think she just was going to get the benefit of the doubt on that one. And I believe today's the first day you're allowed more than 2 parents in the building, maybe, or maybe that's next week. But just the small contingent that's here is not liking the officiating. I have a tendency to agree with them in this instance. That was a tough call. I don't necessarily know about that one, but there's been plenty of opportunities, and it's quiet. It's quiet. There's not very many fans, so it's quiet enough the guys in stripes can hear it. I've saw them both peek up here to the corner where the ruckus. It's not egregious. It's just what you would normally say if the place was full and you wouldn't be able to hear them. Carver misses the first one, makes the second one. 24-15 as DeSoto scores the first 3 points of this third quarter. Ediger with it on the left wing. Long pass to Emerson Smith who checked in. Here's a shot by Yates on the way. Good. Takaya Yates drops in another triple, and this one she's in double figures with 10. And that was a shot of a very confident young lady. Catch and fire three. Wrap around down inside. Takaya down inside working against Ostronic. Loose ball picked up, and who are they going to call this on? Ediger came away with it. Yeah, I think it's going to be against Ostronic, and it is. Just a matter of who came away with that ball, I think. It's kind of like a boxing, kind of like a hockey fight. whoever ends up on the ground first is the one that goes to the penalty box, right? Don't lose. Stronach picks up her third personal foul there. I don't know if they called a foul, actually. Panthers with it, though, on the right wing. Dump off inside for Ediger. Trying to shake off against Stronach. She'll go up, push it. Shot no good. Ball and pass up. Carver gets Yates off her feet, and now a foul's going to be called against somebody. They get it on Dakaya Yates. She grabbed a hold of her. She went by her, I guess. I don't know. First foul on Dakaya. Second here of this second half. 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Panthers with the lead, 27-15. DeSoto could make some buckets. They'd be right in this ball game. They just have missed so many opportunities. Drop step by Stronach. Up in front, Pitzer quickly. Ediger. Catch. They'll leave Yates open again. Here she goes. Another three. Dakaya Yates is on fire. Yates with her third three, her second of the half, and she has got the Panthers in front by 15 here in this third quarter. And a timeout going to be taken by DeSoto. It's a full. We will take it in just a moment, but again, just to remind you, and I would say capture a few of these three by Dakaya Yates, some of her fan base. I know one of her fans is right here to my right. She is fired up as well, but if you're watching at home, text PHS to 816-406-0051. It'll always be that number. It'll always be that code. Save that in your phone, and you can get highlights of the Panthers. Text directly to your mobile device. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther basketball, Paola Sports Live.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
30-15, Panthers in front, doubled them up. Once again, they were doubled up at halftime, 24-12. Soto started out with the first 3 points, but the Panthers have come and scoring back. 6 points for Dakaya Yates all here in this third quarter. She's got 13 for the ball game. Soto's basketballs have come out of the timeout, moving from right to left. Skip it over the left wing, now to the corner for Waite. Drive it, Henderson, shot no good, rebound Pitzer. At the elbow, Ediger stripped. Up the floor, Waite goes. And Ediger swats it out of bounds. It'll stay with DeSoto. .340 to play third quarter. Panthers lead 30-15. Back they go to Stronach working against Yates. Good defense by Dakaya. Blocked. Get out of here. And it will stay with DeSoto. Yates putting together some of her best minutes of the season. This is a young team in the Panthers. Everybody on the floor will return next year. And that is a pretty good basketball team. Sitting over there is Ava Kale, who's had significant minutes. They've been a tight rotation tonight, just 7 players in for the Panthers. Morgan Clark, the lone senior in that bunch. It'll stay with DeSoto. Inbound, Stronach gets past Emerson Smith, who tried to dive with that like a corner in football. If you're going to go for it, you better get that interception. Otherwise, you're left wide open. Stronach, her first field goal of the second half. She's got 8 points. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers here with 3:16 to play in this third quarter. At the elbow for Yates. She gets stripped from her. And back to DeSoto it goes. Panthers got to stay tight here. Jumper no good on the take by Astronic, and she'll get up. Rebound, another one by Maggie Kalk. Maggie's got to be pushing double-digit rebounds. Off left side for Kalk. She'll go to the elbow. Ediger's got to catch and go at the elbow for Yates, no good. And I don't blame Ediger, a little bit tentative on that. Typically she would turn and go to the rack, and she would have had a pretty good open look at one. But, man, she's just been getting beaten like crazy. There's a runner from the baseline up and good on the take by Henderson. Got to slow it down a little bit if you're the Panthers. They're coming back into this one, back to within 11. They trailed by as many as 15, and there's the timeout by Coach Butler as expected. It's a timeout. We'll take it. It's a full. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. It just works.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
.213 to play here in this third quarter. The Panthers lead at 30-19. They've led by as many as 15 here in the second half. They have the basketball as we come out of the timeout, moving from left to right. Ediger. Here's Pitzer. Doubled up. Kick back outside for Emerson Smith. Here's Kalk. Ediger, baseline jumper on the way. Missed it. Rebound pulled out of there by DeSoto. Now Osternick. Dish it. Henderson, little runner up and good. That's not Henderson, that's Carver rather. She's got all 4 of her points here in this second half, and the Panthers better find an answer now. 9-point game, and a bit of a run here. It's a 6-0 run for DeSoto. Ball knocked out of bounds out of the hands of Kalk by Waite. Out goes Emerson Smith. Back in comes Takaya Yates for a brief stint she spent on the deck or on the bench. Yates, Ediger, skip pass, Kalk, pull up, jumper by Maggie, no good. Rebound to be determined. And pulled out of there by DeSoto. Another one and done possession for the Panthers. Waite brings it up. She picks up her dribble off right side for Marcy Carver. Now she's stopped at the elbow by Ediger. Loose ball stolen away by Ediger. And a foul called. This is going to be called on Carver, her second. Team second. And it will be Panther basketball. That foul does allow them to set up their press. Panthers have not been real troubled by the press, but it has caused a few turnovers here in this ball game. Coach going to be quick on the whistle. Morgan Clark dribbles out of it. Not her forte, but she does. It gets past it. Panthers will get it set up here in the half court. They're going to have to get a hand in Dakaya Yates' face. They do. Maddie Pitzer had a chance at one, didn't take it for the three-point bucket. Here's Ediger. Don't back off. It's two. They double on Ediger. You can be super patient here. 22 seconds left in this quarter. Get out of it. Come to the fourth quarter with a 9-point lead after leading by as many as 15. Here's Ediger on the left side. Oh, Yates was there for a second. She did have defenders front and back on her. To the corner. Yates set. 3 on the way. No good. Ediger there with the rebound. Put up is good. What a great rebound and a finish by Kate Ediger. Her first bucket of the third quarter. Stops a 6-0 run by DeSoto. And the Panthers back in front by 11. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Panther Basketball, Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
How do you see the world?
Ha! At Shriners Hospitals for Children, we know that changing how you see things can turn them into
Everyday miracles!
like riding my bike.
Breaking boards! Ha! Hugging my mom.
Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
It'll be Wildcat basketball as we come out of the timeout. Fourth quarter of this one, 32-21. Panthers holding on to an 11-point lead. Katie Waite with it for DeSoto. Now over to Tower, the freshman on the right wing, working against Maddie Pitzer. Here's Waite again. Kauk has done a nice job against her. And then shot no good. Rebound Pitzer. Panthers have done a nice job on the boards. Pitzer going to bring it all the way up the floor. Give it over to Kauk. Here's Clark at the elbow. Kick. Ediger, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. She gets her own rebound. She'll put it up. And it's knocked from behind. Now a foul going to be called. It's going to be on Kate Ediger, I think. Tough break there for her. So ball poked out from behind her. And it will be her second. Team foul number 4 here in the second half on the Panthers. DeSoto started to pull to got to within 9 in that third quarter after trailing by as many as 15. And now trail by 11 with their first possession here in the fourth quarter. Dump off inside for Stronach. Working against Morgan Clark. Boy, quick take there by Stronach. She's gotten double figures now with 10 points for DeSoto. Don't want to let her get warmed up. Panthers break that press and Kauk will dribble it up. Over to Ediger. Yep, you don't have to be in a rush. Make every possession count. Take every possession as long as you possibly can, frankly. Make them come out and pick you up. Don't force it. Clark will. Push it up. Shot no good. Loose ball, though, Ediger. Ediger put it back up. She is going to be fouled finally and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Just terribly inconsistent, if I had to put one word on it with this particular crew. Almost looks like guys that maybe haven't worked together, and one's waiting for the other one to call fouls, so the whistles are really delayed sometimes, it seems like to me, but that's my 2 cents. It's about all it's worth as well. Maybe not even that. It's worth twice as much as it is overpaying for it at 2 cents. Ediger, though, makes both. She is 5 out of 6 of the night from the charity stripe. 34-23. Back to an 11-point lead. Just maintain double figures. Dump off inside. Shot no good. Stronach going to work. Better find an answer for Stronach, and that's what Coach Butler's going to do right now. As she's starting to warm up, she's got 12 points. And the game's back to a 9-point contest, 6:18 to play here in this one. Back in action coming up on Tuesday as the Panthers welcome in the Lewisburg Wildcats for a doubleheader. Boys and girls, we'll have it for you starting at 4:30 with JV action, then followed by the girls, followed by the boys. That's coming up on Tuesday. We do have the boys game coming up in just a little bit. The Panther men at 7-4 against the DeSoto Wildcats at 9-2. First time the boys have played since last Saturday when they fell to Rock Creek in the championship of the Burlington Invitational. And then Friday, we will be in action, but I lost track with some changes to the schedule of exactly, I believe it's a home in Paola. But this time of the year, man, we're looking day to day, trying to keep things on the rails. And that approach so far has worked pretty well this week. Panthers going to have to break this pressure once again. They've done it, and that's a foul, and they will get it on Haley Henderson. It's the fourth team foul on DeSoto. Now they'll man up on Pitzer. She'll go toe-to-toe with Waite. Calc with it. Maggie says, you're going to let me have it, I'll go, I guess. And she is knocked off her pins. Nope, coach calls a timeout. He called a timeout. How about pull our audio board off the back of this table? We'll keep it right here. Again, we'll hit on it again, just so we don't have to do it a ton of times during the boys' game. But if you're watching, just new to the broadcast here, we've been highlighting one of our new offerings here across our network and partnership with a company out of Kansas City. It's new. They've never done anything like this with any other broadcast company. They have this option at a few baseball parks around the region, but nothing like what we're doing with them across our network. Again, that's the code. That's the number. Have those in your phone ready to go. And you can text Easy Relic. You'll get the last 90 seconds of our broadcast text to your phone. So if you miss a dunk or if you see a dunk or see a big three-point play and want to highlight it, you can do that through that program. Panthers will get it in for Yates. She'll turn around, jumper no good. Rebound pulled out of there, and it's going to be a jump ball. That'll be in favor of the Panthers here with 5:55 to play in the ball game. Ediger to inbound. She'll throw it in deep for Yates. We'll hand off for Ediger. At the elbow. They've done a nice job defensively. Well, they've been able to be as physical as they basically wanted to be with Ediger, but they've done a pretty good job with her to keep her fairly quiet here in this ball game. Even though she does have in double figures and a traveling violation be called against Yates. And Ediger's got 11. 5 of those coming from the free throw line. Waite working against Maggie Kalk, who's just done a tremendous job against Katie Waite here tonight defensively. And that's a 5 count. There's an on cue. Maggie Kalk earning that one. And the Panthers force a turnover. They'll get it into Pitzer in the backcourt. Just go right at her. Trying to step through that one. Loose ball. Ediger. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Butler. Coach going to have to let her kids maybe sink or swim a few times. You're going to be out of timeouts and need them here down the stretch of this game, perhaps. Timeout. We'll take it. We're back at 30. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Back at it, and that pressure forced the Panthers all the way deep inside their own territory, but it is a foul that's going to bail them out on Addison Tower, her third, team 5th. Now they set up their man-to-man full press now. They double the ball basically every chance they get. See there, it's the double on the ball. So somebody should be open. There's Calc to the middle. There it is to Yates. That's how you break a press. One more pass. An easy layup. Off the glass and good. That is how it is done by the Lady Panthers on how you break a press. Work it to the middle. And then get that one extra pass to get the extra easy bucket. Ball knocked around. That's going to be barely saved from Tower by going backcourt. 4:42 rather to play here in this ball game. There's a steal by Ediger. And they could be very patient here. You don't have to be in a rush. They will, though. And if you get up and look, get it, take it. What a good look by Maggie Calc and a finish by Dakaya Yates. Yates had 2 big threes in the third quarter to help in the midst of a run and help them stave off a run, rather, by DeSoto. And now their largest lead in the ball game is 13. No, they've led by as many as 15, excuse me. Shot no good. Rebound by Maggie Calc, who I'm almost guaranteed is in double digits on rebounds. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Waite. It'll stay with the Panthers here with 3:59. We are halfway through this fourth quarter as Emerson Smith checks back into the ball game. Ava Kale to get it in, and Dakaya Yates got to try to outrun Waite, and by saving it, she gives Waite an easy layup and good. It's her first bucket of the second half. First time she hasn't had Maggie Calc in her shorts all ball game. And Ediger, the veteran on this team, slows it down. That's what you need to do. Dump off inside, but knocked away by Ostronic, and Panthers trying to mess this up in spite of themselves. Ostronic spinning into the lane, up and good. And she's got 8 points in the second half, 14 for the ball game. Too close for comfort. Up the floor, back to the bounce. It's going to send Maggie Calc to the free throw line to shoot. Two. It's team foul number 6. It's the 4th on Ostronic, and they can't get the 5th one on her soon enough. She's got 14 points. She leads all scorers, does Ostronic for DeSoto, but has those 4 fouls. Maggie Calc misses the first one. Maggie before that was 2 for 2 in that second quarter. Those are all 2 of her points, but she has done it with defense here tonight. There's the second one. That one catches the front iron, rolls in. Stops a little bit of a run by DeSoto. 39-29. Got to keep in that double-digit mark. Smith. Good switch there and a little bit of help defense. Dumped off and threw it away. Out of bounds. Sadie Carver trying to take a chance on one there and goes out of bounds. Soto also has got to be getting kind of tired. They've been in this press and they've also been trying to keep track all the time. Maddie Pitzer trying to go up with it, knocked it out of bounds. She probably needed to pitch that one to Kate Ediger. But Kate then, if she's not going to get it, needs to peel back and kind of be a de facto screener and let her have a little bit open look at it there. But I think she was still waiting for the ball till the end of that possession. Emerson Smith has to track down that one, give it up to Pitzer. The Panthers playing a little tight here with the lead. Haven't had that very many times. Ava Kale with the finish. Her first bucket's a big one for Ava Kale. Pushes the lead back in front by 12. 41-29. Kick outside Ostronic. Gets Kale up off of her feet. Steps through. Shot no good, but she is fouled. And Calc with a little bit of a grin. That's the other part. Maggie's done this all night long, and she just now picked up her 3rd foul. So she's played good defense against Waite most of the night and has been able to do it without picking up very many fouls. Ostronic going to the free throw line to shoot her 2nd set of free throws on the night. She's 1 out of 2 so far this evening, but again, she's got 14 points in the contest. 14 of 29 points, almost half the output coming from 33 here at the stripe. She knocks down the first one. Here's the second one from Mastronic. Made them both. Timeout taken by DeSoto. We'll take it along with them. It's a 10-point ball game with 2:29 to play here in the fourth. We're back right after this on Paola Sports Live.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Deal. Yeah. Hey, we got a timeout on the floor. My new system on the microphone thing might not be working. That's twice tonight I've forgotten to push it. Don't look at me like that. Don't judge me. I'm your boss. And your dad. You can't do that. 41-35, minute 26 to play. Panthers clinging to life here. And after DeSoto has come storming back here in this fourth quarter. This is a 6-0 run here that they're in the midst of. Panthers will have the basketball, but they're going to have to break that pressure. And if they do, they need to hold the ball for as long as they can. We're back underway here. They'll get it to Yates. Back over to Clark. Clark is going to dribble through it. And ball knocked out of bounds by DeSoto. It'll stay with the Panthers. Morgan doing what she can, but that's not how it's drawn up. You're probably not going to dribble out with one of your post players, but it was open and it worked. That's all that matters right now. Minute 20. Just get through it. Survive the onslaught that DeSoto has thrown at you over the last couple of minutes of this one. It is a physical brand of basketball, and it's last touched out of bounds. No, coach calls a timeout. That ball was loose. Nobody really possessed it, but it's a timeout by the Panthers. They'll take a full. We'll take it along with them. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
(41-35). Panthers will have the basketball coming out of this timeout. Minute 13 to play in the game. They've led by as many as 15 in the second half. Since they led by 15, the DeSoto Wildcats have outscored them 20-11. That's about early part of that third quarter. And DeSoto's had 6-0 runs back-to-back, or 2 times now, once in the third quarter, once in the fourth quarter, to pull back to within striking distance here of 2 possessions. And you're starting to get to that point in the ball game where you just got to overcome a little bit of this. Panthers just need to get it in bounds. That's one thing in front of the other. Golly, they are just so physical with Kate Ediger. And now it's going to be a 1-and-1, though, for Takaya Yates. They're going to say it was no shot. And Yates will go to the free throw line. She is 2 for 2 on the night from the stripe. 80% free throw shooter. Those all date back all the way back to the first quarter. It seems like an eternity ago. In what has been a active ball game here in this one. Yates catches the front iron, rolls it in. It's a big one to make and snap a 6-0 run. Jamie Butler has coached her tail off tonight for the Panthers in this one. Ball loose, knocked around. Maggie Kauk's in there. It's a jump ball. It's in favor of the Panthers. That's a big grab by Maggie Kauk and Kate Ediger, as they will have the possession area with the basketball with 1:02. Yates missed that 1-and-1, but it's going to stick with the basketball with the Panthers. Ediger to inbound for Paola. Throw it in real deep for Yates. Should kick it back outside. Just hold. Force them to foul you. And a foul going to be called as the freshman Tower picks herself up with her 4th foul. Coach Robbie is offense, defense, and things right now. And Ediger going to go to the free throw line. She is 5 out of 6, I believe, on the night from the stripe. And an 82% free throw shooter on the season, so just the person you want at the line. Quick one, but Maggie Kauk is there, and a jump ball. This will be in favor of DeSoto now, but a quick shot by Ediger. 51 seconds to play. Coach didn't get, I don't think, what she wanted in that half court. Waite going to bring it all the way up the floor. She'll pick up her dribble on left wing. Panthers going to have to tighten down defensively here. Looking to drive. Shot up, no good. Loose ball picked out of there by Morgan Clark. And Morgan hits the deck. No good to say she walked with it. Clark just seems in a real rush. She gets that ball. She's wanting to go. Get out of there and go the other direction. 38 seconds and a 7-point lead. Yep, there's Ostronic. Good closeout by Ediger. That was going to be a good look by Ostronic. Here's Waite. She can't get one up. This Panther defense is smothering right now. Going up, shot no good. That's not a terrible foul by Maggie Kauk, as that was going to be an easy layup for Matt Carson. She is 1 out of 2 on the night from the stripe. She's got 3 points all here in the second half. And Panthers have had it all here tonight, some success. They've had some adversity. They fought through some challenges trying to feel out exactly how this was going to be called here this evening. And Carson misses the first one. Here's the second. Missed them both. Rebound, Maggie Kalk. Said that about a dozen times tonight. Kai Yates, not really what you need to do there, but just need to pull it out. That'll come with time. Maggie Kalk, though, right place, right time. Ball ends up in her favor. And they didn't start the clock. That's just the cherry on the sundae here tonight. With the clock not starting the way that needed to run some time off of it. Officials work it out. Trying to work it out anyway. I don't have any idea. They're going to run some time off the clock. They get it down to 17 seconds. It depends on if you're counting Mississippi's, one Mississippi, two Mississippi, or battleship, one battleship, two battleship. What's another way you do it? One. I don't know the other ways to do it. But Mississippi's, it was about that much time. Maddie Pitts are going to be at the free throw line. Possession arrow is in favor of the Panthers as well, which is relevant in this instance. And Pitts are actually shooting two because they are over the limit. And Maddie misses the first one. Here's the second one for Pitzer. Missed them both. Loose ball. That'll be a jump ball. It's Panther basketball. That's where that possession arrow plays a factor there. Pitzer's missed all three of her fourth quarter free throws. That's jump ball. That should be in favor of Paola. And it is. Inbound, Clark puts it up. Shot no good, but she is fouled. And Morgan Clark will go to the free throw line to shoot too. I spent most of my broadcast career in Southeast Kansas, voice of the Girard Trojans, my alma mater growing up, and down there, good friends. One good friend of mine, Brad Herlocker, girls coach down there. He's won a state championship, really good coach, been at it for a long, long time. And I guarantee early in the season he puts in a stall game. If you're going to have the lead, Panthers just have not been able to play from in front very many times this year, so that's certainly something I think that will come with Coach Butler. But you got to be able to kill the clock in the fourth quarter. You got to have a 7-point lead and be able to come out, pull it out high, and run the weave. And this Panther team's just not quite comfortable enough with the basketball to pull it out and run the weave back and forth. And so they're just going to have to grind one out here down the stretch. Clark missed the first but made the second one. Up the floor they go. Carson with it. Shot no good. Rebound by the Kai Yates. And they'll be able to hold here and get the victory. Lady Panthers going to win it here tonight. 43-45. That's a good win for first-year head coach Jamie Butler and this young Panther team that is really starting to come together. I would say back-to-back, two best ball games of the season. So starting to get a stretch here at this point in the year. And this is where you want it. Games 12, 13, 14 is where you decide who you are and who you're going to be down the stretch, which ultimately decides how you're going to play in sub-state. And when you get into sub-state tournament play, anything can happen. All bets are off. And so we were hoping right now that the Panthers, and I've said it, you've heard it in my voice, in some of those losses that were real frustrating. If the Panthers play like they did tonight and like they did Tuesday night, then they are going to be a tough out for anybody. And it's all building on some experience for this young team. But they do get the win here this evening, 43-35. We'll come back, recap it, give you your scores, start to get you ready for second half or for the second half of our doubleheader as the boys take on DeSoto in just a little bit. Panthers win it 43-35. We'll talk about it next on Paola Sports Live.
What would happen if If I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors, what would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter, male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers, we have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Back out here to DeSoto High School, B.J. Harris, Corinne Harris, as the Panthers of the Lady Panthers win at 43-35 here over the DeSoto Wildcats. DeSoto doing their senior night here this evening. So we'll get through that here in just a little bit. We'll step aside after the end of this girls game, recap it, and take just a brief break. We'll get you going in the boys game coming up in just a little bit. Let's recap this girls game where we got to where we are. Lady Panthers would fall behind early. They would trail the duration of the first quarter, trailed by as many as 3. That would turn out to be their biggest deficit of the night for the Panthers, as they would come back and tie it up at 7-7. That would be in the midst of a run that would extend all the way to 14-0 before it was finally stopped. Panthers would lead by a score of 18-7 at the end of that 14-0 run. In the second quarter, DeSoto would not score until the minute 44 mark of the second. And the Panthers would eventually lead by 12 at the half, 24-12. Into the third quarter, though, and DeSoto starts to come back a little bit. Panthers did grow their lead to as many as 15. That would be their largest advantage of the ball game. But at that point, DeSoto went on a 6-0 run, pulled it to within 11 at the end of 3, and they got it all the way down to within 9 a few times, but never really could overcome that. The Panthers just kind of kept them at arm's length down the stretch and eventually win it 43-35. In the ballgame, leading all scorers, another great night for Takaya Yates. Huge three-pointers in the third quarter to kind of help them keep pace on what was a quiet third quarter for the Panthers. With 16 points from Takaya, including 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 13 points from Kate Ediger, 5 of 7. Kate battled through just basically you could be as physical as you wanted to be with her tonight and get away with it. That seemed to be the MO at times in this ball game. And she was frustrated at times, and rightfully so, but battled through it, finished with 13 points, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. She easily could have taken at least 4 more free throw attempts, and maybe more if they once they got over the limit. 3 points rather from Morgan Clark, 2 points from Ava Kale, and 3 points from Maggie Kalk. Maggie, Ironman award in this one, as she did her part against one of their best players, and Katie Waite, holding her to just 8 points in this contest. Leading scorer for DeSoto is Caitlin Osternick, as she finished with 16 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. I mentioned the 8 points for Katie Waite, 6 from Sadie Carver. All of those in the second half. 3 points from Matt Carson for DeSoto, 2 for Haley Henderson. As the Panthers, okay from the free throw line, 12 of 17. And DeSoto just 4 of 10 from the charity stripe. 43-35, your final score here in this one. The girls get the win over DeSoto. Lady Panthers move to 5-8 on the season. DeSoto falls to 5-6 on the year. And the Panthers, more importantly, playing some of their best basketball of the year at the right time. We'll step away, take a quick break for a moment. We'll come back and start to recap things or regroup and get you going for the boys action in just a little bit. Ladies get the win in game number 1 of our doubleheader. See if the boys can follow suit when we return as they take on DeSoto right here on Paola Sports Live.
The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group. Hers Incorporated. Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. And Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
And good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the weekend and welcome back in here to DeSoto High School. If you're just joining us for the boys' game, the girls just won on the front side of things 43-35. If you watched that one, we apologize for a little break here in between. They did senior night and homecoming all here this evening, and so we had endured just a little bit, but I was kind of complaining about it a moment to a parent, and he said, hey, at least we get to do it, and that put me back in perspective that you might lose a little bit, that the fact that we're all sitting here getting an opportunity to be out here and doing this stuff is pretty cool. And so in a regular year, it's pretty neat that this is one of the things I get to do, and in this year in particular, it's certainly so. I appreciate the opportunity to put me back in the right mind and put me in a good perspective that we all should probably carry a little bit more through the day-to-day rigmarole of life. But not to get too deep, let's talk back to basketball and this matchup here, which I think is going to be pretty good. We just had a really good girls game. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But this boys game, the Paola Panthers coming in at 7-4. And they're coming off their last game was last Saturday. They went out and lost to Rock Creek, finished second in the Burlington Invitational in that one. And they were led by Trey Moala with 13 points. Brock Pitzer had a season-high 10. Bo Robinson limited to just 7 points. Panthers were rebounded 17-26, so certainly going to be a point of emphasis here tonight. Panthers had one before that loss, 3 out of the 3 in a row, and they have won 3 out of the last 4 now, and we'll need to try to keep it going here tonight if it gets a very good DeSoto Wildcat team. DeSoto is 9-2 on the year, and the Wildcats are coming off their latest win against against Holton at Tonganoxie, 51-45. In the Tonganoxie Invitational. They beat Bonner Springs in that one as well as Eudora, all in the Tonganoxie Invitational, so winners in that tournament, which is pretty good. Their last loss came against Lansing back on January 15th in a conference matchup with Lansing. And then they beat Turner, and they've actually won 8 of their last 9. Their first loss, they've lost only to Lansing twice this year. Lansing's pretty good. They played them pretty tightly each time. I guess not the last time out. They lost by 15, 16 points, but that seems to be their Achilles heel. But their only loss comes to Lansing. Panthers, though, if they play the kind of basketball they can play, and we've seen them play this season, they'll have a chance here against a good DeSoto team. Again, I mentioned him a few times, but they've got a 7-footer down in there. That height certainly becomes an issue, but I think the Panthers with their 1-2 punch of Robinson and Moala can handle that. It's just how do they play everybody else? What do those other guys do on the floor, and how do they match up? They could determine the outcome of this one. Don't forget, back in action on Tuesday as we head back into Frontier League play as the Panthers welcome in the Wildcats again. This will be the third straight? No. The Lady Panthers have only beaten Wildcats. It's exclusive here the last few games out. And then hopefully that stays against the Lewisburg team. On the girls' side, Lewisburg ladies are playing for a Top Gun Tournament championship there at Wellsville tomorrow against Nemaha Central. So they might be riding high coming into that matchup next Tuesday at Paola High School. Regardless, we'll have it for you. Start with JV at 4:30, and then we will have varsity girls and then followed by varsity boys coming up on Tuesday. That's the lay of the land here right now in DeSoto as the Panthers get ready to take on the Wildcats tonight on Paola Sports Live. We'll come back. We'll recap that girls game for you a little bit. Get you set for this one in just a moment right here on your home for Paola High School Athletics, Paola Sports Live.
It just works.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Back out here, DeSoto High School, BJ Harris, Corinne Harris, as we are in this one. If you're just joining us, Lady Panthers 143-35, again led by Dekiah Yates with 16 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line as well. She had a couple of huge threes. In fact, had 3 threes in the ball game. And finished with 16, 13 points from Kate Ediger on 5 of 7 shooting from the free throw line as well. As the ladies win 43-35. They move to 5-8 on the season. DeSoto drops to 5-6 on this 2021 year. Panther men coming in at 7-4, DeSoto at 9-2. Here in this one, we are in the midst of the Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show, where they're committed to providing quality health care to families in Miami County. A comprehensive approach to oral care. Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. Learn more at ironhorsedental.com or drlaurasortho.com. If you haven't been there or seen that facility, it is something to behold right there just as you come in to Lewisburg on 68, just past the Price Chopper, brand new building right there next to the O'Reilly Auto Parts, and it is man, they do it right. They are in it to win it for sure. And of course, just down the street from them, it's Go Brawley, the title sponsor to Paola Sports Live. We appreciate Rick and those guys at Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Before we continue on, once again, if you are missed the first part of our action, new program we're rolling out here with a partnership with a new company called Easy Relic, kind of a startup that's getting going in the Kansas City area, and we're one of their first partners and excited about it. Hopefully a few of you took advantage of it in that girls game, as there were certainly plenty of highlights. But if you see a moment that you want to capture, you see something that you want to see again, you can text PHS to 816-406-0051, and you'll get a link sent to you pretty quickly with that clip. And you can do it as many times as you want it. It's free. Your data rates may apply, but the actual service is free to use in our partnership with Easy Relic. Really excited to see how that goes and see how you guys utilize and take advantage and have some fun with that. Make sure you tag us if you do share those on social media. Tag Paola Sports Live on Facebook as well. Soto finishing up their warm-up action. We are finishing up ours as well. They'll have starting lineups in just a little bit. I fully expect the national anthem as well, as the Panthers try to knock off one of the top teams in Class 6A in the DeSoto Wildcats at 9-2. Yeah, they've beaten everybody but Lansing here this season. They've got some size. They've got some athleticism. It'll be a nice matchup here for the Panthers. Take a quick break. We'll come back. Start this one. Get your starting lineups and all that more right here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig. And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt. It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do. And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Back out here to DeSoto, BJ Harris along with you as we are getting ready to do this. We'll take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by our friends at Hers Incorporated, your area Bobcat mower dealer. Start next year's mowing season with a great Bobcat mower or take your mower in for a full tune-up, working on all types of small engine. Hers also has you covered when it comes to hydraulic hoses and cylinder repair. To learn more, go to hersinc.net or call 913-247-3530. First up for the DeSoto Wildcats will be number 4, Tyler Schultz, 5'11", junior. Number 13, Jackson Miller, a 6-foot senior. Number 15, Nathan Barnhart, a 7-foot senior. Number 25, Wyatt Knoll, and number 34, Hayden Henderson, a 6'3" senior. Rounding out the starting lineup, the head coach is Matt Rice. For the Panthers, it'll be number 5, Fletcher Oddie, 5'9" senior, averaging 3.2 points per ball game. Number 10, Garrett Williams, a 6-foot senior, averaging 5 points per contest. Number 14, Bo Robinson, 6'4" senior, averaging 16.6 points per ball game. Number 25, Trey Moala, 6'5" junior, averaging 18.7 points per contest. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Panthers, number 34, Brock Pitzer, 6-foot senior, averages 3.1 points per night. And the head coach, and Brock coming off a season-high 10 against Rock Creek last Saturday. Their last time out, head coach of the Panthers is Dave Cash in his 25th year at the helm of the Paola program. Panthers will have the ball as we begin things here in the nightcap for this evening. Panthers trying to get a sweep. They're going to have a tough row of hoe against them, against this DeSoto team. See how they play. Panthers will control it. Audie, Moala, little 12-footer on the way. Had the range, just missed it. Rebound pulled out of there. And up the floor they come. That's almost a carry. Takes that dribble to Miller. He'll give it up last minute for Schultz. Back to Miller on the right wing. Move it through Barnhart. Now left wing. Back they go to Schultz. Dump off. Good look. Good look from Schultz and the easy finish by Wyatt Knoll. And the Wildcats will take an early 2-0 lead. Robinson catch on the right wing. He'll match up working against Henderson at 6'3". So fairly even matchup there. They switch it up. Barnhart just kind of roaming in the middle here in a zone defense that DeSoto comes out in, basically a box and one. The one being 7 foot tall. That's pretty advantageous one. In a box and one, he'll come to the corner and try to get it. And then they switch out. Move it around here. Long possession. Panthers have been really good lately, and really all season, but especially lately as they've been good in the half court and be patient. Take possessions as far as they'll go until you get the most high rate shot, high percentage shot you can get. Williams trying to find a hole in this defense. Robinson will try to do it from deep, and he gets it. Bo Robinson drops the triple. And the Panthers will take the lead here on the triple by Bo Robinson. Second offensive possession of the ball game. Barnhart on the right side. Going to take it as Henderson, and he slides right by. That's Wyatt Knoll, rather, as he slides right by Bo Robinson. And DeSoto's back in front now, 4-3. Wrap around, down inside for Pitzer. And a step back for Audie. Now left side for Robinson. Fletcher Audie thought about it. He'll dump it off for Robinson, who lost it. Bo just mishandled. It was a good idea by Fletcher. And a good finish, not the right finish that they wanted. Here's Miller, Jackson Miller working against Williams. That's two of the best quarterbacks in this area going against one another right there with Williams. Two all-state level quarterbacks finding each other here on the hardwood. I tell you, you can think about Barnhart at 7 foot all you want. Right now, my eyes are all over Knoll. That kid can play a little bit, and he's got some size as well. Here's Barnhart off the glass. The bank's open. Just as I was downplaying his presence, he reminds me that he's there. Going to Wyoming to play basketball. Good dish by Williams. Just can't be finished by Moala. That's Audie, rather, I think, on the dish. He's had two really good passes. Knoll again spinning. Layup with the right hand, good. Better find an answer for 25. He has got 6 of their 8 points. And the Panthers are down 8-3. Timeout on the floor. We'll take our first. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Panthers with the basketball. DeSoto going to put some pressure in the backcourt, and it works. But the Panthers able to get it back. Fletcher Audie trying to clear some space. Fletcher pushing up the floor. He is getting hassled. They'll get it across to Pitzer. Long pass. Robinson keeps it from going in backcourt. And up the floor they go. Good job, Q, on the camera work. Looking to drive here is Moala. Back over. Audie for 3 on the way. Just missed it. Rebound, though. Robinson clearing the glass. He'll try to put it back up. You're going to have to do more than that to get a foul tonight. That is not the MO of this crew. Miller delivers. Kick. Here's a 3 on the way by Hayden Henderson. It's a pretty good basketball team. 11-3. Panthers need a bucket. Off to Moala left side. Now Audie. Dishing to Moala. Got to finish if you get this close. Go right at him. It's tough. Barnhart can dribble as well. He brings it up, pull up, little 10-foot rattles in, good. Well, 13-3. Panthers took the lead 13-2. It's an 11-0 run now for DeSoto. Need a bucket. It's funny how that 7 foot will make you mishandle the ball 20 feet away from the basket. Just makes you think about it. You know, there's a part of the floor that's not really usable. Why Robinson's pulling the trigger from downtown. Brock Pitzer all over it. It's going to be last touched by DeSoto, but it'll stay with the Panthers here with 3:31 to play. Subs coming in. They've got size everywhere. Nathan Ogden. You can see why this is a pretty good football program as well. I don't know if Noel played. I'm guessing he's probably pretty good if he did. He checks out, and they switch him with a guy who looks like a carbon copy, just a little bit smaller. There is a couple carbon copies, I think, actually out here in the Schultz boys. Also into the ball game comes Dane Pretty, 5'11 senior. Senior-laden team as well for DeSoto. Panthers have quite a few guys at seniors as well. 3 out of the 4 on the floor right now are, including this with Robinson baseline. He'll pull up, jumper on the way, tons of contact, and pulled out of there by Barnhart. Caden Ramey's checked to the ball game as well for Paola. Off right corner, Miller. He'll dump it off for Ogden, swing it back around over and set it with Schultz. Here's Barnhart. Miller back with it on the right wing. And he'll pull it back out and reset here with Tyler Schultz. 2:38 to go here and a quarter to forget so far for the Panthers. Alley-oop dunk. For what it's worth, you don't have to just be a Panther fan to text PHS to that phone number to get a replay of that sweet alley-oop. Not what you want to see if you're a Panther fan, but it's pretty nice. Here's the 3 by Moala, up and good. That stops the long run. They needed that to go. I tell you what, 15-6 looks so much better than 15-3. Panthers may have to make some of those deep balls to break up this zone for DeSoto because, frankly, they could sit in it all day long if they want to. Miller, right, one-hand throw. That is a long assist if it goes through. It's not. Rebound, though, pulled out of there by Ogden. He'll turn around jumper, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Caden Ramey. Outlet to Robinson. Here comes Bo. Up the floor on the right side. Now he's trapped. He needs some help. Coach may have to call timeout, and he finally will get it. Noah 5. He didn't take it. He gets trapped down in that corner, just had nowhere to go with it to Robinson. They did a nice job keeping him contained, but also guard those other guys to keep him from coming and getting it. And there you go. Outside. Try to go back up in there, and everybody says, no, we're not going to do that again. Moala, pretty good in his own right. Trey, up the floor he goes. Dish it for Robinson. Robinson will slice in. Little contact and the foul. Bo Robinson drops it in with some contact. We'll see who they get on that one. The Panthers not going quietly in this one. Robinson's got 5. And the foul's on Schultz, his first, team 1 as well. It's our first foul call to the ball game. Minute 19 to go here in the first. And Bo Robinson trying to get the and 1 here. Pull the Panthers back to within 6. Missed it. Quickly up the floor, and they lost it out of bounds. A little errant, and then not caught by Ethan Schultz. It's one thing to have twins on the same team. It's another thing that give them 4 and 5. I mean, those they don't look the same, but they're so close to each other. So luckily, they pull them off the floor. So they're not both on the floor at the same time. So Ethan has switched out for Tyler. Tyler has actually gone out, and Ethan into the ballgame. Caden Ramey with that out high. Minute to play now here in this first quarter. Quick moving affair. Outside for Pitzer. Ramey. Barnhart's out of the ballgame as well. Panthers, he take advantage. Here's Moala. Deep 3, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Knoll. And anybody can bring it up apparently. Long pass up in front. They go. Good recovery and transition. Ball's knocked out of his hands. It's going to send Nathan Ogden to the free throw line to shoot. He's going to shoot too. Knoll's standing next to Moala. Moala's 6'5", and Knoll's right there with him head to head. So not only do they have a 7-footer, they got 6'5" in that post spot. And then Ogden comes in off the bench, and he's probably about 6'5", 6'4". So they've got some size. I'm guessing because naturally a basketball roster does not require heights in some schools. And so, unfortunately, I had to hunt for a few of these heights, but I'm going to guess on those guys. Ogden made the first one, missed the second one. Some coaches don't like to put out heights because it affects their, advantage. I'm not saying it's the coach that did that. I'm just saying sometimes you'll see that. Aiden Morris has checked to the ball game for the Panthers. 23 seconds to play here. Panthers can work for the final shot and maybe just a hair of momentum going into the second quarter after trailing by as many as 12 here in this first quarter. Morris trying to shake off Jackson Miller, and he does a little shake and bake, and Miller just doesn't quit. I think Aiden thought he'd shook him, and he doesn't. And boy, Aiden Morris, nice job to keep that one from. Coach wanted a foul, and the official says no over on that far side. I'm not sure if Coach Cash was watching the girls' game or not, but that is not a foul tonight. Basically, it's between the top of each key, it's no holds barred. And that's the end of one. Panthers able to stave off an early deficit, pull back to within 8. See what they can do in the second when we return here on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
DeSoto will have the basketball as we come out of the timeout, moving from left to right as you watch it here. Just tighten up a little bit defensively. DeSoto has not had to run in the half court a whole lot. A lot of transition buckets for them or quick scores. A little rise up, shot up, and a little roller by Ethan Schultz. Back to a double-digit lead for the Wildcats. Good dish. Robinson elevates, blocked by Barnhart. And, well, you can probably count the number of times Bo Robinson's had a shot blocked on one finger this year. And Barnhart just dropped it at 3. So that's what a Division I basketball player looks like. Who knew? 21-8. For what it's worth, I was also recruited to play football in Wyoming. Did you know that, kid? At the time, Wyoming, I think, was in the midst of like a 30-game losing streak on the football field. There's a shot off the mark, no good by Moala, tracked down by Williams. There's a good dish, got to finish it. Robinson got to go quick. Can't get it to go. You're not going to get very many opportunities like that. Rebound pulled out of there by Henderson, and he'll push it up the floor. Pretty with it on the right wing to the right corner for Henderson. And now Pretty knocks in a 3. It's a pretty good basketball team. It's a pretty good basketball team here in DeSoto right now. They're playing pretty good team ball. They can spread it around. Everybody's got a little bit of size. It's funny, because they don't have the heights on here, I didn't really know how tall the other guys were, but I knew how tall Barnhart was at 7 foot tall. So I saw him walk out of here, and I thought maybe he's not 7 foot tall because he doesn't look that much taller than everybody else on the court. Everybody else is tall. So when he's standing next to 6'4", 6'5", he doesn't look 7 foot tall. I didn't realize those guys were that tall. And so across their board, like right now, those guys, put your camera over here on DeSoto. of those guys that are out there, Pretty and Schultz are undersized, but they're about 6 foot tall. Maybe 5'11". And so then you've got Knoll at 6'3", 6'4". You've got Henderson out there at 6'3". So they're just big across the board and not making excuses for the Panthers. They got to play a little bit better, but they are got the deck stacked against them here tonight in DeSoto. Off left side for Audie. Trying to give and go that time. Barnhart playing aggressively. He comes back and he was a factor in that one as well, and he'll bring it up the floor. That's probably the scariest part of his game. Here's a shot by Pretty. He just had one. That one's no good. Knocked around, going to be pulled out of there. Barnhart again from point-blank 3 range. This time no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Garrett Williams, and he'll stop that possession in its tracks. Under 6 to play now here in this first half. Panthers in a big hole. They were only trailed by 8 after 1, but boy, that has not scored since that point. This is an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Dish it, Robinson. He'll finish it off and finish the 8-0 run. Robinson with the bucket. He's got 6 points. Off left side, dump it off inside for Knoll. Knocked around and tracked though by Schultz. Back outside Barnhart. He'll give it to Knoll. Double teamed. Nowhere to go with it. Pretty again. Thought about it for a long, long time. Now Henderson, he tried to do it. He can't get it to go. Rebound by Paola. Panthers need to run a little bit. To the corner for Williams. He'll drive. Williams trying to get some contact on Knoll. Hits the deck. Have to do more than that apparently. Here's Knoll. He'll face up on Robinson. Dish to the corner. They move the ball real well. Knoll cleared some space. Lost the handle on it though and tracked down by Moala. Panthers get another stop. 4:45 to play first half. Down by 14. Robinson for 3. On the way. No good. And lost his legs maybe just a little bit on that one. How good's Lansing? That's what I want to know. Lansing's beat them twice. How good are they? Probably pretty good. That's my expert opinion. I get paid to do this. Off left side for Schultz. Here's Miller. Dump off into Barnhart. Stripped by Williams. Good effort there by Garrett. Here come the Panthers going the other way. Robinson. Spun in the lane. Nowhere to go with it, though. Good defense by DeSoto. Moala facing up against Barnhart. Back around Robinson. Soto's gone man. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Moala. Just couldn't handle. Carson Bain getting his first minutes of the night. Caden Ramey comes back into the ball game for Paola. Out goes Williams, out goes Pitzer for the Panthers. Midway, just past midway of this second quarter, Panthers down by 14. They've trailed by as many as 16. On the right side, give it up. Looking to drive now is Schultz. Back out for Ogden. Here's Jackson Miller. Working against Carson Bain. Miller kind of buys his time. And a block. Well, he thought about it, and then he puts a block on. He wanted to do the charge. If he did, there would have been an argument for too far underneath the basket, perhaps, but Robinson picks up his first. And Robinson will pick up team foul number 2 on the Panthers. And so Jackson Miller going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's off the back iron, no good. Here's a second one for Miller. That one goes through the cylinder. His first point of the night. Up in front for Bame. Back to Robinson. And handoff for Bo. He'll reset the offense here for the Panthers with 3:13 to go in the first half. And what's been a pretty quick moving half. Mola trying to clear some space. He'll go right at Barnhart. He'll get the contact. And I think that's what you're going to have to do. They tried to face up against him and try to go at him, and he swatted the one for Robinson out of the air. You got to kind of catch him to where he's not completely squared up on you, and perhaps you can squeeze a foul occasionally out of Barnhart, and they do. And the first one up by Moala is good. Trey, a pretty good free throw shooter, 65, 70% or so on the season. His only bucket came and he makes them both. (25-12). Miller with it on the left wing. Panthers, boy, you just want to try to cut this in half in the next 3 minutes. Barnhart elevate from the elbow, left it short, rebound, Bame and Robinson. And Robinson took it right away from Carson Bame. Driving, Moala, little runner with the right hand, can't get it to go. Knocked around. Ramey's there, he put it up and in. Caden Ramey. Johnny on the spot. 25-14, Panthers trying to get it back to manageable. It's an 8-0 run to start the second quarter for DeSoto. Barnhart turnaround. This one's going to be up and good. A little sky hook. Barnhart has 9 points. For DeSoto. Ramey pulled the trigger on a triple. I think that got a little bit of a piece of it. Did Barnhart coming out there. It's just a presence. Even if he's not directly involved in the play, he is a factor in the play. How about a catch and fire three? I've called a lot of basketball. I'm not sure if I've seen something quite like that. And just like that, it's back to a 16-point contest, matching the largest deficit of the night for the Panthers. In the paint, Ramey, catch it, quick up. You saw him not follow through on that one because they know they got to get it out and released quickly, or the guy with the basketball right now will come up there and stick his paw up and knock it out of the air. And so probably not your most fundamental shot just because he wanted to hurry up and pull the trigger. Outside for Miller. Dump it off inside for Barnhart. Skip pass outside. And now reset with Henderson, and he'll bring it back around, working against Caden Ramey. Here's Miller with it on the left wing. Barnhart working against Moala. Back outside for Jackson Miller, one of the longer possessions that DeSoto has had in the first half of this one. Miller, quick step. Shot no good, though. Rebound pulled out of there by Robinson. And he'll give it up to Moala, and Trey will bring it up the floor from right to left on the left wing. Trying to shake off Barnhart, he does. Blows right past him. Need to do that a few more times. Can't get it to go. Third chance is the charm, and the foul by Trey Moala. Moala needs to draw Barnhart back out off the block as many times as he can and use his speed to get around him. That's what he did a moment ago as Barnhart's picked up 2 fouls here in about 3 minutes of play. And he'll come out and be the last we'll see him of this half with 29 seconds remaining in it. It's just the third team foul on DeSoto, and it sends Trey Moala to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. He's got 7 points on the night, 2 on the night from the stripe. And he completes it. And now DeSoto could probably work for the final shot of the first half. Outside for Ogden. Here's Schultz. Knoll. It's big quiet. Garrett Williams reading him like a book, playing that defensive side of the ball this time. Moala up the floor he goes, 3 seconds. Moala working against Knoll. He'll push one up. Shot no good. Got a decent look at one, but that's the end of a half of basketball. Panthers are going to need a monumental effort in the second half, but they've kind of kept DeSoto from running away from this one a couple of times. Do they have another couple of runs and a couple of stops in them to climb into this one? We'll see in the second half. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, recap this first half, let you know how the girls did earlier tonight. It's foreshadowing. It was a good one for the Lady Panthers. And we'll let you know where to find us next week. All that and more still to come here at halftime. 30-17, Panthers down by 13 at the break. We'll talk about it next on Paola Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Hey, I'm Mike Rowe, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig. And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt. It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do. And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Back out here too. DeSoto High School, B.J. Harris, Q Harris at the break. The Panthers down by 13 here at halftime against a really good DeSoto team with some dudes in the lineup. Here's how we got to where we are. DeSoto would take the early lead 2-0. Panthers would lead in this game 3-2. They would lose it on the next possession, and I've not seen it since. They took a 4-3 lead and went on an 11-0 run. Did DeSoto in the first quarter. Panthers stopped the bleeding a little bit to end the first, trailed 16-8. In the second, though, DeSoto goes on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter, grew the lead as much as 16. It's been 16 a couple of times. Right now, it sits at just 13. Panthers just couldn't overcome a couple of those runs. An 11-0 run and an 8-0 run will put you in a pretty good hole for the first half. But the Panthers, to their credit, never quit going and really played decent defense at times, but also at times DeSoto showed why they're so darn good. And Nathan Barnhart at 7 foot tall has got 2 threes in this first half. He's got 12 points to lead all scorers for DeSoto. 6 points for Wyatt Knoll, 3 points for Dane Priddy, 3 points from Hayden Henderson, 1 point from Nathan Ogden, and 1 point from Jackson Miller. If you do that math, I'm missing 2 points in there somewhere. Not sure who those came from. For the Panthers, I have theirs right. 8 points from Trey Moala on 3 of 3 shooting from the free throw line as well. 7 points from Bo Robinson and 2 points from Caden Ramey. That's it. Not much offense from other guys. They're going to need some output to have a chance in this one. Panthers went 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, and DeSoto went 2 of 4. Lady Panthers got a win earlier tonight. We'll talk about that when we return. 30-17 your halftime score. We're back in 2 minutes on Paola Sports Live.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Everybody can make something.
because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Back here again to DeSoto High School. Earlier tonight, Lady Panthers get the win here 43-35 over DeSoto, a game where they trailed early on, then tied up at 7 apiece at the end of one, grabbed the lead, never would relinquish the lead. Again, at that point, they went on a 14-0 run that started midway through the first quarter, carried into the second. They led by 12 after a half of basketball, 24-12. And then in the third quarter, DeSoto put together a 6-0 run and another 6-0 run in the fourth quarter to make it interesting down the stretch. The Panthers did what they needed to do and held on. It got to within 9 a couple of times, but never got closer than that until the end, where it was an 8-point win, though. But still a great game for Coach Butler in her first year at the helm of the Panthers, and I would say this would be the first game you can really hang your hat on and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do and won it. I thought they did everything they could have done on Tuesday and just came up a little bit short against another good opponent in Chanute. And so turning the corner perhaps a little bit and a good time to do it. They're going to be tested again coming up on Tuesday as welcome in the Lewisburg Wildcats, who at different times this year has been in the top 5 in Class 4A on the girls' side of things. And they are playing for a Wellsville Tournament Championship tomorrow against Nemaha Central as Lewisburg. The boys won the Baldwin Tournament, did Lewisburg, I believe. And so Panthers will have their hands full again on Tuesday. Our pregame coverage will start, or actually our coverage will start at 4:30 with JV. Then we'll kick off our coverage of the varsity girls and then followed by the varsity boys coming up on Tuesday. Again, if you want to keep track of all this stuff, make sure you go to PaolaSportsLive.com. The games will be right there on the homepage. You can also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/PaolaSportsLive. And don't forget about our new partnership with Easy Relic, an opportunity to capture every moment that you would like to see again. You text PHS to 816-406-0051, and they will send you a link pretty quickly of the most recent play from the time you sent the text. It just sends the previous 90 seconds of the game. And not game time, but real time. The last 90 seconds of actual, space and time, that whole thing. Not game time. Game time's different. It's funny. I have to explain that because my wife will ask how much time's left in the game. Let's talk about the Chiefs game or whatever. How much time's left in the game? What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear actual time? 10 minutes and 35 seconds. That's what's left in the fourth quarter. That could take an hour, and probably will. Especially in a basketball. Basketball game is the worst. How much time's left? 35 seconds. 5 minutes later, they're still playing, And so what do you want to hear, honey? 30-17 is your score. Sometimes I just make up time. It doesn't matter. I'm being asked to do something anyways when it's over, so why do I want to? I don't want to tell her the real time. Therapy session's over. Here we are back in action. Second half of this one, the Paola Panthers dug themselves a hole. Can they get out of it? They're going to have to make some big shots. Going to have to make some big stops. They start the ball with the ball in there. Start the half with the ball. Robinson with on the left wing. Patience will be a virtue in this as well. And then whenever you decide to attack, you got to do it quickly, and the ball's got to come out quickly. We've seen them rush some shots here today, but rightfully so as a long team. And there you see some, maybe not the length that time with Jackson Miller, but the athleticism. Good job by Garrett Williams to get a hand in that one to make them reset instead of getting an easy layup. And it'll stay with DeSoto. And their first offensive possession here with 7:24 to go in the third. Get it into Knoll on the right wing. Here's Henderson around to Schultz. Schultz will drive it. Nowhere to go with it. Dish. Henderson, three. No good. Knocked around. Rebound. He gets his own rebound. Hey, that's how to follow his shot. Rebound this time by Schultz. Now here's Knoll, and they're just coming at him from all angles, and finally Knoll will get it to go. Well, you certainly can't give him that many chances. Knoll's got 8. And the lead's 15. They've trailed by as many as 16. Elevate for the free throw line. Robinson, boy, it rattles in and out. That was close. Dump off inside Knoll. Kick to the corner. Schultz for 3. No good. And rebound pulled out of there by Robinson for the Panthers. Here they go in a hurry. Up in front to Williams. He blows up. Little contact. We're not going to call it, but it will be a bucket for Williams, his first field goal of the night. 32-19. Schultz, kick out for Miller. Miller on the left wing. Here's Barnhart on the right side. Dump it off inside, trying to go for Knoll. He's covered by Robinson. Robinson wasn't on that baseline, though. I think he knew he had help. But Knoll will be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot, too. They get that on Williams. He was the help. Williams picks up his first personal foul, team foul number 1, and Knoll will go to the free throw line and drop in the first free throw. His first of the night. Shot's no good on the second one. 33-19. Here's Paola facing off against Barnhart. Probably his toughest straw of the season. Audie. Screen comes from Pitzer. Brock gets it back. He'll drive. Nice move by Brock Pitzer with the glass and good. Boy, drove right around Knoll. That might be a little bit of a mismatch on the athleticism side that you can maybe take advantage of if you're the Panthers. There's a steal by Garrett Williams. Quarterback on quarterback. He'll go battle with Jackson Miller. Scoop it up. Shot no good. Bo Robinson with the flush on the rebound. Panthers have got a little bit of a run now. Robinson's got 9. Back to within 10. Good start to the third quarter here for the Panthers, but Barnhart going to answer right back as Paola, I believe, or maybe Robinson tried to jump that one, and Barnhart's got 14. Stops the run, and now another stop on the end. Panthers. And a layup easy one from Jackson Miller as Audie didn't quite get up there and set up. And DeSoto kind of relaxed a little bit, and now here they come again. Here's Fletcher Audie for 3. I talked about those other guys having to step up, and so far it's been Brock Pitzer, Garrett Williams, and now Fletcher Audie, who have all dropped buckets, who did not have any at halftime. Back to within 11. Off left side for Miller. Boy, the Panthers have showed tremendous heart already here in the first half, and now the third quarter of this one. Knoll nearly lost it, going right at Robinson. Blocked by Robinson. Gathered up, though, by Henderson. He lost it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Boy, I missed that foul. Must have grabbed him and raked at him before. And so at the line is Henderson. Hayden Henderson knocks down his first free throw of the night. He's got 4 points. Out goes Pitzer. Out goes Audie. In comes Aiden Morris. In comes Caden Ramey for the Panthers. Out goes Knoll. In comes Nathan Ogden for DeSoto. And at the line is Henderson to shoot his second free throw here with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Missed it. Rebound Paola. 38-26. Panthers just need to get this lead to single digits and then have a head of steam headed into the fourth quarter. Paola's screen comes from Robinson. They switch. This is definitely a mismatch. Miller just is a freak of an athlete. He'll go up. Robinson, good defense, good transition defense, but dish it. And Henderson's coming. Well, you can't guard everybody. Miller did it on the defensive end first. I like the chances, but he's just a very good athlete. Jackson Miller, arguably one of the top quarterbacks, one of the best quarterbacks, maybe the best quarterback in the state of Kansas this year. And a heavy run and pass offense from Coach King. Move it around over to Aiden Morris. Here's a catch and fire three by Robinson. Good. Bo Robinson. And I tell you what, if you are DeSoto, you're going, why won't they just go away? The Panthers won't quit. Here they are, only down by 11, and they're doing everything they can to climb back into this one. Timeout on the floor. I would say that last 90 seconds or so would be a good opportunity to utilize our new service from Easy Relic. We'll keep it right here, 40-29. This has been a kind of a game of spurts by both teams. If the Panthers had played this well and had a few more stops, they'd be right back in this one. Instead, it's an 11-point game, but, boy, it's right there. And they just need to get a couple of stops, and they'll have a chance in this one. It'll be DeSoto basketball coming out of the timeout. Panthers may press a little bit here. They will. Schultz with it, will bring it up to the far side. Panthers going to try to lull him in and trap him in the corner. Didn't really work. Schultz back with it on the corner. Jackson Miller for three. It's off the mark. And rebound by Caden Ramey. There's the stop. Now you got to make them pay. Get this thing to single digits. Robinson three on the way. Good! What a shot by Bo Robinson. Back-to-back triples for him here in this third quarter, and the Panthers are within 8. They've trailed by as many as 16 in this half. 40-32. Pretty with it on the backside. Here's Barnhart. He'll elevate. 17-footer on the way, no good. And rebound to be determined. Garrett Williams, Caden Ramey, and a big fella comes out of there with it. Panthers with a chance to pull this within 6, maybe even 5. Here's Paola. He'll go on Barnhart. He is stripped from behind. Robinson's there. He'll put it up. He'll get the bucket to go. And the foul. What a shot by Bo Robinson. He has come to play here in the third as Robinson with a couple of threes. 10 points in this third quarter for Robinson. He's got 17 on the night, and he'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the and one as the Panthers are within 6 here against a stacked DeSoto team. But the Panthers are doing it with a tremendous amount of grit here tonight against the Wildcats. Robinson can't finish the three-point play, but he is putting on a show so far here in this one. Scoop off pretty on the left wing. He'll drive against Robinson. And they nearly lost it out of bounds. Aiden Morris dives in there. He does knock it out of bounds, kind of cuts the legs under. A lot of times that'll be a contact foul. And coach wanted it. Didn't get it. He's got an argument there for sure. Inbound to Schultz, working against Aiden Morris. Schultz, dish, Pretty, shot up and good. That's a nice ditch by Schultz and a good finish by Dane Pretty. 42-34. Panthers need a couple more big plays to overcome the hole they dug in the first half. But, boy, they've done everything you can here in this third. Robinson again. Get in there. Are you kidding me? Shot no good. And Green's off and rebounded by DeSoto. They just keep the pressure on you. Here's Jackson Miller. He'll go coast to coast. Little flip with the right hand. No good. Rebound Robinson. Minute 30 now to play here in this third quarter. It has been a dandy. Paola in transition. He'll drive. Nope. Nothing doing. Kick. Aiden Morris. Little stutter step. And he tried to ditch it last minute, for Caden Ramey, who couldn't handle. Turnover by the Panthers. Miller working against Williams. This is fun to watch. Miller can't get it to go, can't buy a foul either, and welcome to the party. I agree with you for what it's worth, and I'd say, admittedly, here in this third quarter, anything but unbiased, but he's probably got a good argument. A screen from Ramey. Little pick and roll opportunity perhaps there with that. There's Morris with it. Off left side for Ramey. Panthers a long possession here, 42 seconds. They've all the momentum. Dish. Good patience by Caden Ramey. Just can't get it to roll. Noel, nice job not to foul him there, and Caden thought he was going to go up with it and have some contact, and that kind of threw him off, I think, a little bit. Henderson getting ready to come back in the ball game. So is Ethan Schultz. Tyler Schultz with it. And foul going to be called against Aiden Morris. His first, team third. Out goes Tyler Schultz. Out goes Jackson Miller. In comes Logan Newkirk for Paola. Out goes Garrett Williams. Also back into the ball game comes Carson Bame, and out goes Moala. Well, with what I be just the final 20 seconds of this third quarter. Inbound Knoll. Good defense by Robinson. Block, get out of here. Caden Ramey with it. Caden rumbling, stumbling, and gets stripped from behind. Newkirk there. Now ball punched out by Robinson. He's going to get called for a foul. And that's the coach working on the officials, letting them know, hey, you can't do that, and he's right. But this time they do call it. Robinson picks up his second. It's team foul number 4. And then DeSoto will get a chance to set up here for a end of the quarter play. 10 seconds to play in it. Schultz with it. Working on Morris. Kick. Drive. Now dish. Henderson. Good look at a 3. Didn't get it. Rebound Ramey, and that's the end of the third quarter. Well, it was a good third quarter. They did climb out of a pretty big deficit, but only down by 8 now as we head into the fourth. That is certainly manageable. We'll see how they respond when we return on Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. It just works.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Here we go, fourth quarter action from DeSoto. Wildcats with the basketballs who come out of the quarter break. There's a steal by Bo Robinson. He's going the other way. Bo with the right hand, able to lay it up. A little bit of contact coming down, but Robinson a 10-point third quarter. He's got 12 points in the second half, and he's got 19 points for the ball game. 42-36. This is a 6-point game. It was 16 at one point. Robinson doing it on both ends. This one's swatted out of the air, and it will stay with DeSoto. 32-17 was the biggest lead in the second half of 15 points, and they've trimmed it down to 6 after trailing by as many as 16 in the first half. Off right side, Pretty. Here's Schultz swinging around left wing. They go to Henderson working against Pitzer. Good defense by Pitzer, closing out on that baseline. Now Knoll, he might be the little bit of the X factor here. What are you going to do with Knoll? Can't get that one to go. Gets a rebound as Schultz, and they'll reset for another possession here. Will DeSoto moving around. That's a walk. Back over to the right corner. Here's Henderson. I'm telling you right now, Ogden is dragging that foot. Little stutter step. Schultz against Robinson. Probably the best matchup on the floor for the Panthers, and Schultz takes advantage of the 6'5" Robinson. Schultz gets his second field goal of the ball game. 44-36. You can't have an open frame. You're trying to climb back in this one. Moala hasn't really gotten going yet, but Robinson's picked up the slack from deep. Trey's going to have to make a bucket. Moala no points in the second half so far, and they're still back in it. They have really made a concerted effort against him. Skip pass, dangerous one. Here's Pitzer. He'll kick it, and back around they go. Robinson for 3. No good. A rebound pulled out of there by DeSoto. Henderson clears it, and here he comes up the floor from right to left. Skip it over the left side, now to the corner for Henderson. Dump off inside for Ogden. Wide open look at one for Pretty. No good, missed it badly. Rebound, Fletcher Audie. Fletcher going to pushing up the floor. Into Robinson. Robinson up off the glass. Good. And the foul. Bo Robinson. Barnhart's going to have to get in the ball game. They didn't even let him get a drink. He went to go get a drink with his water, and Coach said, get in there. He had to put his water down. He's like, let me get one last swig, Coach. He said, no. In one bucket, we're going to be within 5 of these yahoos, and they won't go away. And Bo Robinson, a good reason why. And a chance to complete the three-point play. Can't do it. 0 for 3 on a night from the stripe. That's the only downside right now for Robinson. It is all sunshine and rainbows other than that. On the left side for Jackson Miller. Dump off in Barnhart. Moala, good defense. Elevate Henderson, left it shy. Rebound on a nice box out by Garrett Williams. Nearly lost it out of bounds. He'll have it again, though. Panthers a chance here to pull it within 4. Well, a 3 would make it 3-point game in a one-possession effort. I've seen enough basketball to know sometimes you're just not going to get in the games. And the Panthers have proved me wrong tonight. I had my mind kind of fixed, hey, can you just have a good effort? And now my heart's pumping, and I'm thinking you got a chance to win it. Here on the right side for Williams. Here's Robinson. He'll drive. Thought about it against Knoll, just too long. Get it back to him, though. He'll elevate around Barnhart. He'll get the foul. He bailed on that shot. He knew he wasn't really going to have a very good angle, but he knew he needed to get it off. And they're going to get Knoll for the foul. His first, team foul number 3. Nobody really in foul trouble. Barnhart picked up 2 in the first quarter, or first half. And I don't believe he picked up 1 here in the third, but he may have. And here's Robinson at the free throw line, and there he goes. Gets off the schneid from the stripe as well. 44-39. It's a 5-point game. Knoll checks out. In comes Henderson for him. Robinson missed it. Rebound out of there by Henderson. As close as it's been since it was 8-3. And out of bounds, it's a turnover by DeSoto. The Panthers will get it back again with a chance to make it a one-possession game. Audie will walk it up the floor from left to right. Scoop it off for Robinson. He'll set it here at the top of the key. Off Moala. Again, Panthers are doing all this without their leading scorer scoring. How about a 3? On the way. Catches the front air. No good. Rock pitcher's there, but he can't pull it down. Schultz comes away with it for DeSoto. Off right side, Henderson working against Robinson. 4:25 to play. We're approaching the midway point of the fourth quarter. It's been a good second half a great second half for the Panthers. Off right side for Schultz. Barnhart, get it to him. Moala kind of lost him a little bit. And it's the first bucket of the fourth quarter for Nathan Barnhart. He's only got 4 points in the second half. And a timeout to be taken by Coach Cash. He wants a full. It's a good timeout from a wily veteran coach. It's a 7-point game. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
.406 to play in the ball game. The Paola Panthers have battled their way back. Again, at one point they trailed in this game 21-8. They trailed 30-14. Trailed 32-17 early in the third quarter, but pulled it to within 8 after 3. They've had it down to as close as 5 in this fourth quarter. And right now trail by 7 as we head into the second half of the fourth quarter. Audie with it. The elbow for Moala. And Trey's quiet output is a big part of that is the 7-footer. He's guarding him all night long, most of the night anyway. And that time he just had to alter his shot, try to get it over the top of Barnhart, and left it short. There's a good dish. Knoll on the finish. Miller and Knoll are on the same page. Can't let him get rolling a little bit. Robinson, he's been the bright spot. Big catalyst offensively. Audie with it on the right wing. Right corner. Working against Schultz. Here's Williams. Back over to Audie. Here to Robinson. Robinson. Screen comes from Fletcher. Get it back to him. He'll try to go baseline. Kick it. Williams catch, fire three on the way. No good. And rebound pulled out of there by Henderson for DeSoto. Panthers have had quite a few one-and-dones as well. And now approaching the 3-minute mark here of the ball game, down by 9. They need another run in them. They need a couple stops also. That's not going to get it done there. On an easy scoop by Tyler Schultz. His first bucket of the ball game is a big one. Moala off the glass, good. His first bucket of the second half. Back to within 9. Panthers are going to have to start getting pretty aggressive defensively here sooner than later. Caden Ramey and Aiden Morris getting ready to come into the ball game for Paola. Miller working against Audie. Kick it Barnhart. Skip pass Schultz. They're just trying to kill a little bit of clock on a possession here. Miller with it. Barnhart, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Pitzer. That's what you need. It's an ill-advised shot from Barnhart. Not what you want to be taking right now with a 9-point lead and the basketball late in the fourth quarter. Moala step back, 2 on the way. He's just leaving them all short because he's trying to put too much arc. It's just simple physics, math. If you want to kind of go higher, you're going to have to go a little bit further. And he's losing his distance with the height, trying to go over the top of Barnhart, and it's not going through the hole. Lost it. Williams with a steal to Audie, to Moala. Moala lay it up with the right hand, and the foul. Schultz wasn't even trying to foul him. But Moala going to go to the free throw line to try to complete the and one. Schultz was surprised, and so was I. I saw Kate Ediger get physically assaulted in the girls' game earlier that would have probably been illegal if it was outside in the street and not get fouls called, but that's a foul in this boys' game apparently. And Moala trying to complete the and one, and he does. And it's back to a 2-possession game, though, as the Panthers will take a quick timeout. It's a full. We'll take it. We're back in 30. You're watching Panther basketball on Paola Sports Live.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
(50-44) Panthers they're not going to quit tonight, and it has been a nice, refreshing ball game here. Paola's right there in the mix. In the Frontier League, they can play with anybody in this area, and they're proving it here tonight. Ladies won earlier tonight, 43-35 as well. Led in the win by Dakaya Yates with 16 points, 13 points from Kate Ediger as well. As they win at 43-35, they had a 14-0 run in the first half that helped them grow a lead and staved off a late push by DeSoto to keep the win. Panthers put the pressure in the backcourt, kind of token, trying to get him in a trap situation. It might be there. And Knoll gets it across. Schultz, and now a foul going to be called. Garrett Williams fouling, and with only 5 team fouls, the inbound to Schultz. And a foul by Fletcher Audie. You're going to have to foul quickly because they're trying to get to the bonus, as it's Fletcher's first foul. Team foul number 6, so they'll have to foul one more before they can have the opportunity to switch possessions. Who are they going to foul? Here's Henderson to get it inbound. Noel, nope, they don't want to foul him. Henderson don't appear to want to foul him. And now they're getting up on Schultz. And they'll get it to Jackson Miller. Now here's Barnhart. Skip it far side. I'm surprised they haven't fouled yet. Probably you're going to have to need to here pretty quick. Nope. Open look, Noel. They're very good ball movement. I mean, this is a very good team. This is just a darn good team. Here's Pitzer. And knocked out of bounds. Brock can't believe he wasn't fouled, but he's smart not to say something. I don't think he even entered his mind. He's just too nice of a kid. Here is Audie. I would have said stuff that would have been not very nice. Here's Robinson trying a long three. He did it as much as he could in the third quarter to pull him back to within this one, but running out of time now. DeSoto just seemed at times to be able to do just what they needed to do enough to kind of keep the Panthers at bay in this ball game. They would slip back into it with the Panthers again. They got it to within 5. They had it within 6 just a moment ago, and now a chance to make it back out to 10. They just were able to score when they needed to keep them at arm's length. And Tyler Schultz knocks down the first one. Here comes the second one. That one rattles out. Rebound by Robinson. Here they got to go. Moala over to Williams. To Robinson. Back to Moala. Trey. Panthers just not even going to get one up. They finally do get a foul. It's going to be on the floor, so it won't be shooting. And they get inbound, nearly stolen away. Schultz loses it out of bounds. 26 seconds to play here in the ball game. This is going to be, to me, similar, hopefully, to what the Chanute loss for the Panthers on the girls' side did for them, and their confidence was, hey, you played with them, you played right there with a really good team. Robinson misses that one. And perhaps you learn some things that you're going to be able to apply when you get into competition that's not as good as this DeSoto team, which is, I think, probably the best team we've seen this year. Rock Creek was pretty good. Looking at this schedule, yeah, this is easily the best team they've seen, and they kept right with them. End up falling here 53-44, but in what started out like it may have been when they were in the midst of that 8-0 run and grew their lead up to 16, I don't think Paola will let them get it towards a running clock, but I didn't think they would be able to climb back into it and have it to within 5 late in the ball game, and that's exactly what they had at 6, in fact, late in the ball game, but eventually just fall a little bit short. But a very good effort by the Paola Panthers here in this one as they fall 53-44. Ladies win earlier tonight, 43-35. We'll come back. We'll recap this boys game, wrap up with the numbers, and get you set for next Tuesday when we're back in action as the Panthers take on Lewisburg. All that and more here on the postgame show. Final score 53-44. Panthers lose here to DeSoto on the road. And you're watching it on Paola Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Back at her one final time here tonight on Paola Sports Live. Final score on the boys' side, 53-44. Ladies won earlier tonight. Paola did, 43-35 in the first game of our doubleheader. Final scoring here for DeSoto, 16 points from Nathan Barnhart. They kept it fairly quiet in the second half, just 4 points. But he finished with 16 to lead them in scoring, 13 points from Wyatt Knoll. But they just come at you from so many different angles. They've got so many guys, and just every one of them is a very good athlete. 4 points from Ethan Schultz, 5 points from Dane Purdy, 3 points from Tyler Schultz, 1 point from Nathan Ogden, and 2 points from Hayden Harrison. They went 5 of 10 from the free throw line, so left some points out there perhaps. Panthers tonight leading all scores was Bo Robinson with 22 points, just 1 of 5 from the free throw line, but man, did he get going in the second half. 15 of his 22 coming in the second half, including two big threes in that third quarter. 13 points from Trey Moala. He just had his hands full tonight with Barnhart on him. And whenever he wasn't on him, I think Knoll drew his duty perhaps, and it's just going to be a tough night all around, but he made the most he could out of it. Finished with 13 points, 4 of 4 from the free throw line as well. 3 points from Fletcher Audie, 2 points from Garrett Williams, 2 points from Brock Pitzer, and 2 from Caden Ramey for the Panthers who fall here tonight. Panthers fall to 7-5 on the year. Wildcats move to 10-2. Back in action on Tuesday. We'll have JV at 4:30, followed by the girls, then followed by the boys as we welcome in the Lewisburg Wildcats to Paola High School. Make sure you tune in for that. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Paola Sports Live. You can also check out our website at paolasportslive.com for all the broadcasts. It's going to do it for us here tonight. The boys fall in the nightcap 53-44. Girls won earlier tonight 43-35. For my partner, Corinne Harris, I'm BJ Harris saying so long from DeSoto. Panthers split tonight with the Wildcats, and you saw it all right here on your home for Paola High School Athletics, Paola Sports Live.
You've been watching Panther Athletics on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.